Test. Hello. I'm a little low. Hold on. Hello. Oh, that's low. That's high. That's high. Ah. Welcome. Okay. It's okay. I'm also late. Um, sorry about that, you guys. All right. Yes. Hello, Mr. Ronkley. Oh man,
Peak, how's
I
it
am
going?
late. Wait, hold on.
Oh, we got the king here too.
That's some
Ooh.
that's some echo going. Yeah, I'm doing great. I was late because I woke up literally 15 minutes ago, so that was not good. My
Oh
alarm
no.
did not go off.
Yeah, I was
Um,
wondering. I was like, oh no, it's peak sleeping.
Jeez Louise. Okay, but we're good. We're live. Um, Kingsman, hello. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Peak. How are you today? I'm glad that you're up. You're Adam, and well, there's no Adam here today. It's just Peak, and we got the Ronk Star. So this is gonna be a fun show. We're gonna dive right into kind of what happened through season 28. We're gonna talk about our four superstars that have made it to this penultimate day and the finals today. So we're gonna get into all of that, and as I'm very excited, Peak. I'm very excited. Season 28 has been a fun one.
It has been very fun, as well as the playoffs. The playoffs were very well fought so far in these quarterfinals. All eight players did a phenomenal job giving us a show, and I'm very excited to see how this will all culminate today. Um, yeah, give me a quick second while I set up the Nestor's champs, and then I do actually have some slides because we want to talk about our players, our remaining players here in the top four before we get started with our first match, which will start in about 20 minutes from now. I believe that'll be me versus Neco be first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are correct. Yes.
Perfect. All right.
So, Pete, while you get that going, Ron, let's talk real quick about the season as a whole. You've been the stalwart, great shows, Sunday prime time.
Mhm.
You've got all those great matches that are coming up. You've been able to watch a lot of meme matches, as she's been kind of the focal point of our Sunday shows. Number one seed overall going into this. What do you kind of predict happening here with Neco, who was really the one player that gave Scooty a run for the money this season?
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting because Meme has been around for quite some time, but at the top level, she's been around for I don't know since the latter part of last year, and I feel like she hasn't found her ceiling yet. And which is kind of scary to say. Meme's going to get better. I feel like yes, Meme can get better. But Neco is kind of also on a similar curve right now. Um, Neco has been improving by leaps and bounds as well. Just got colors not all that long ago, and is a very strong player. I don't know if I can really predict this one, but I feel like Meme has a lot of momentum on her side. She's won multiple regionals now, um, and it's going to be hard to stop Meme.
Yeah, without question. I mean, she's definitely the one that has all the potential to probably try to take down Scooty. When we look at the other matchup, Ron, Danv, Blue Scooty, they've got their own little rivalry that's kind of built over the last couple of years, and certainly this is kind of a rematch that we are going to get from their Paris matchup that they had last year. That was uh,
Indeed.
perhaps some people would have thought Dan the underdog going into that, but Dan has proven that he's one of the top players in Europe, certainly top two in the UK. So again, uh, he could be the potential guy to stop Scooty in the tracks, but I think, as you mentioned in my chat just moments ago, Ron, is there anybody that can really stop the Scooty train from winning back four back?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Blue Scooty is going to let anyone else win CTL ever again with the way that he's been playing, and he's trying to do the same in CTM as well. I mean, Scooty Online has just been nearly unstoppable. I think his only loss in the last few months was the No Cap November final, um, which was contested under different rules than most games. So um, obviously, Blue Scooty is on an absolute tear right now, and it's going to be difficult to stop him. And some people may be looking at this and saying, Danv might not be that big of a threat to him, but at the same time, Danv does have a win over him recently, like within the last year and change. So, and I feel like when Danv is playing well, he's just as good as anyone else in this top four, which that's to say Danv is a threat, and Blue Scooty cannot overlook this threat.
Absolutely, yeah. And side note here is that there was a slight injury to Scooty this past week where he rolled his ankle, which kind of make it a little difficult him for to physically to be walking around and whatnot. So kind of detailed him from doing some IRL activities. But he has assured us today, wrongly, that it is his non-rolling foot, so it should not affect him at all in today's match. But we'll see. That could play a factor if we see Scooty out of sorts.
A rolling injury, huh?
Yeah, imagine.
All right, you guys. I am actually set up at but I don't have any ninjas because they're not ready right now. But I actually do have some statistics I want to show you guys. Maybe we could talk a little bit more in depth about each individual player before we get started here.
Yeah.
Starting off with seed number 4, Neco here with a match record of 5-2, lost to Scooty and Cobra, both 3-1. Has a game record of 17-8 with a +9 match difference, game difference, points 35, average into 29 is a 1.11. This is a bit of a spoiler, but I will say he has the highest into 29 average out of our 4 remaining players. Average post 29 is a 299,769, so a little shy of a 300,000. CTL achievements, this is currently his first semifinals run and his second overall playoffs run. Defeated Cole in the quarterfinals 3-1, and as I mentioned, he is our 4th seed. So let's talk a little bit about Neco. He has a lot of potential, I feel like, and throughout the season, I do feel like he's been hitting some very, very high scores, especially with like matches against like Miles, as an example. Cole, do you think that Neco could actually? What do you think Neco needs to kind of overtake these semifinals boundaries? Because it is a very, very tough matchup he has to go up against. And he does have the potential, but in terms of experience, I guess, in the CTL playoffs, he might be the one that has the least amount of experience.
I'd say the best thing for him would be to just play his game. Don't treat this as any other different match, because if you start getting into your head that the weight of who you're playing and the importance of the match, that can really mess with your mental. And I would love to see these 1.1s happen regularly, but you need to be in the right right mental for that. And I think Neco can do it, and we'll have to see. I mean, he's going up against a very experienced player, and I think that's going to be it could potentially be a big difference in this match.
Yeah, I got to go with Rongstar here. One thing you mentioned, Peak, was that the potential of Neco, right? I think the potential is here already. I think this guy has proven, the last few seasons that he's been playing CTL, that he can play with the big boys. He gave Scooty one of the best matches of the season when the two of them went toe to toe. I mean, how can you lose with a 1.7 million score, right? Oh, when you play Scooty, that's what happens. like what else can you ask for? I mean, this guy's potential, I think, has been realized. He's proven now that he can make it to the big time. He's here now in the Final Four. So I think if there's anybody that can push a player to their limit, it's going to be Neco. he certainly can take Meme down. He certainly can take Scooty down. He can take Danv down. It's just a matter of him just trying to stay consistent. And when you get to 29, he's got to be lights out. He's got to be cautious. He's got to keep with his opponent. So I think Neco could be. People may say it's an upset. I think it's absolutely possible for Neco to win today.
Yeah, there's really, I mean, every player here is gonna be one of the top players. It's gonna be a very well fought, and there's really no way to tell. So let's move on to seed number 3, who's gonna be Danv. Has a PB of 3.8, but under the 39 line cap with a 1.976. I believe has the second highest 39 cap PB out of our 4 players. Match record 6-1, losing to Meme in a sweep. Game record 18-9 with a +9. Game difference 36 points in this regular season. Average is a 29, 1.09, so a little shy of a 1.1. Little interesting here. Average post 29 is a 142,000, which is our lowest average out of our 4 players. CTL achievements had the perfect transition here in CTL on an 8 into the 19 speeds with you only took 1 burn, which was, you could say, like the maximum amount of points you could score into 19 transition. Had the former CTL score record of 1.86. I think only had it for like an hour or so because Alex played the match right after and he got a 1.93. I think either it was the next day or like literally the match after that stream. Defeated Cobra in the quarterfinals 3-2. So I'll go with Kingsman here at the beginning. Do you think that this average might be showing that maybe he's been having a rough 29, or, you know, I've been looking a little bit at the statistics. Maybe it looks like he's been kind of getting nerfed by these guidelines that I've set, because just to clarify, average post 29 only counts for natural top outs. So if you like win a match and then you intentionally top out, I don't count that as the average because it doesn't make sense to add that to the average if you're intentionally topping out. I believe he was the only player who did not score a rollover in the regular season, but we have seen what he can do. So do you think maybe this season he's having a little trouble with posts, or do you think that, like, you know, he just hasn't had the opportunity to showcase what he can do?
Yeah, I think it's both those things, to be honest with you. I think Dan will be the first one to tell you that he has not put in the time to play the game, right? Like, as much as we all want to think that these guys are all playing every day, they're training and whatnot, as a true esport player would be, let's be honest, that's not really happening. Dan will be right there telling you that he's not working on his 29. He's not playing this game as often as you know, you would think he could play. But to be fair, on the other side of the coin is that he's also played matches where he's had opponents kind of have early top outs or not be able to go too far in 29. So that kind of affects the average of what his post 29 is going to be, because he doesn't need to go that deep into a game, right? He's not being forced to do that. But in today's matchup, where he's going to have to play someone that can play deep into 29 and go to the end, he's going to have to try to get that average raised up. He's going to have to stay on point, and hopefully he's put in the time this week to try to take Scooty down, because the you know, back winner looking for 4 in a row, you can't just come in willy-nilly. So we'll see what happens.
You know, on the other side of that coin is the fact, you know, if Danv is not practicing every day like the other players are, and he's made it this far. Dan has had an amazing season, going 6-1. I almost feel like this is a resurgence of some of his best form that he had last year. I feel like there is a potential for Dan to upset if he's coming into this game, you know, ready to go at top form. Danv can be very competitive with Blue Scooty, as we've seen. You know, I almost feel like this is potentially Blue Scooty's worst semifinal draw he could have had out of the remaining players, just because of who it is.
Yeah, I definitely understand that, and I do agree. I think Dan definitely has the capabilities. This is, I believe, his 3rd semifinals, if I'm not mistaken, either 3rd or 4th. I'm definitely sure he's at least had 3 semifinals, so He's well experienced in this format. He has not been able to make it past the finals, but who knows? This season could be the one. Let's switch to our second seed, and more importantly, our back-3-back reigning champion, Blue Scooty, with the 12 million PB under the 39 line cap, 2.01, had the former world record for the highest score into level 39. Perfect match record, 21-4 game record with his plus 17 game difference, 45 points, average 29, 1.1, average post 29, 324,457. CTL achievements, as I mentioned before, the 3-time CTL champion and our back-to-back reigning champion, and defeated Knight in the quarterfinals 3-0. So, I mean, what else is there to say about Scooty? We've said a lot about him, but Ronkly, what do you think Scooty has just been? What do you think has been going on with Scooty these past few months, honestly? Because, like, he's always been a top player. Like, for a long time, he's been a really top player, one of the best. But since December, this is important, since December 7th, I believe, when he lost to Dog in a November Masters, he's currently on an 18-match win streak, has won every single match, ranked match, between CTL and CTM, has basically won it all. In this match streak, he's won 2 CTL titles and 1 CTM Masters, I believe. So
yeah, it's just, well, January, February, I think he was in both of those, right? So that'd be 2. Like, Scooty is just not letting anyone win anything. It's like, and what was his match streak before the loss to Dog? Because I think he had a big one there too. Like, Blue Scooty is just having fun. He is enjoying what he's doing, and he is good at what he does. And I think right now, Scooty is at the top of his game until someone else can prove that he's not.
Yeah, Kingsman, what do you think could be like, might be giving Scooty that edge that the other players may not have been having? Like, what do you think is different about Scooty that's causing this dominant streak? Because, like, you know, we've always seen the scene as being really, really close, and I do still believe that, but there's got to be something.
Well, Kingsman had dropped out for that entire question.
Oh, shoot. Well, Ronkley, what do you think?
What do I think's going on? I just think he's having fun. I think that's it. He's enjoying the game. He's enjoying playing. He's enjoying the competition, and it's going to be hard to stop someone that's, you know, really, he's got nothing to lose here because he's won it all.
Yeah, the pressure is not there as much as before. You know, when he got his first CTL title, there was a bit of pressure because he kept getting very close for multiple seasons and just getting just shy. And he got it, and then he got another one, and then another one, and he might even get another one. We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah.
So,
Danny J in chat saying fewer in-person tournaments is a factor. He wants to do better online, and he certainly has.
yeah, definitely gives you more time to just kind of.
Yeah, I would agree, Peak. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, apologies, had to dip out for a second with the internet. But anyway, yeah, I did not hear your question, Peak, but that's okay. I mean, bottom line is, I think Ronkley probably summed it up best. That this is the era of the Scooty. He's the #1 player in the world in the Premier poll, and I think that there's very few that would argue against that. He has proven in CTL why he's a B3B champion. This is certainly an opportunity to make it 4 in a row, do something that no one else has done, to win 4 in a row like this, especially in an era where the play is certainly much more elevated than when Richard won his 3 in a row. He was definitely not going through this type of grind that Scooty has to go. So I think this is a more impressive era that Scooty's been able to win 3 CTL championships against the likes of Dog and Alex T and Meme and so on. Like, this is a run of a lifetime, and perhaps, as I mentioned before, it may see history happening after today's day.
Yeah, currently nobody has taken back-for-back championships in CTL history. So we will see what happens. We'll be talking about our final player here before we get started. So let's switch the scenes here to Meme, our first seed. With
that is such a meme image there.
I know. I mean, I try my best to find more reactionary pictures, but like some of these Netflix champs like camera placements were not helping me out. Anyway, about Meme with a 7 million PB, 1.839 PB, which, you know, surprisingly enough, she has one of the lowest 39 PB 39 line cap PBs out of our four players, which is what's kind of surprising for me because I've been seeing her like getting these 1.6s, 1.7s like it's nothing, like it's just cake. Anyway, match record, perfect match record, same with Scooty. Game record 21-3 with a plus 18 game difference, 4 to 6 points, 1.1 1,101,166 average in 29, only 600 points shy of Scooty's average. Average post 29, 314,507 CTL achievements. This is her second season in a row getting the first seed, and this is her back-to-back semifinals appearance. Defeated Miles in the quarterfinals 3-1, which is by far the best quarterfinals we've had, and one of the best quarterfinals, period. Yeah, like, let's start with Ronkly again. So, Meme has been really close, just out of nowhere. Rose to the very top of this elite group, but still has not been able to get that edge. What do you think might be different in Meme this season around that may have been different in the past 2 seasons where she was not able to move away from the semifinals? Do you think she may have honed her skills in between that time more, or got more experience, or what do you think might be a contributing factor which will allow her to potentially take these semifinals and go potentially all the way?
Yeah, you said it. It's more experience at the top of her game. I mentioned Meme has been around for quite some time, but at the top, not so much until recently. And since she has gone on her incredible tear, she's, Blue Scooty's the king of the online realm. Meme is the queen of the live realm right now. She has won so many regionals at this point, and has done so well and has all of this experience. And now it's time to take that experience and to apply it to the CTL finals here, semifinals and finals. I'll say this as well. There was a premiere poll not too long ago, and I think Meme ended up third in that poll, and I think I didn't even have her in the top 10 at the time. And I'm like, okay, yeah, Meme was undefeated in the last month, but she didn't really play anyone. I mean, she's got to really prove it to me. And boy, did she prove it. She has shown that she is definitely a top 3 player right now. And she's an absolute threat to take out Scooty.
Yeah, I've seen her matches throughout the season while I was editing on YouTube. YouTube.com/Classic Tetris League. Anyway, and yeah, she's just been so consistent with these rollovers. Like, it's, as I mentioned, it was very shocking to me that her PB, and I mean this in the context of things, right? Quote unquote, only a 1.8 level 39 line cap, because with her level of consistency and efficient play, I seriously thought she would have like a 1.9 or a 2 million PB on the 39 cap, but it just goes to
a matter of time.
Yeah, it really is. She's just been very consistent. Kingsman, final thoughts on Meme, or also our 4 remaining players before we get started?
Yeah, look, I think I think basically what we're looking at is greatness. Bidwell, back at the Jonas Cup in September of last year, said this is a superstar, a megastar, in the making, right? I think we've already gotten to that point. Meme has proven time and again, as Ronkley said, on the live aspect, online as well. She is formidable. This is a time where the tide is starting to turn, right? We're starting to see we're in the Scooty era of CTL and CTM. Meme is starting to get into that echelon to play against the Scooties, the Dogs, the Alex D's, the Fractals, and actually get wins against the top level players. So this is a breakthrough time for Meme. This is her time to shine. Again, it will not be easy. It never is when you play at these high level matches. She only dropped three games overall. That was the difference for her to get the #1 seed over Scooty. And the losses were to Cole, to SV, and to Sodium. Again, players that are very difficult to play against. So we'll see. Again, a tough one with Neco. That's a huge matchup, and then it doesn't get any easier if Scooty or Danv are waiting in the final. But I'm excited to watch. This is going to be one of our all-time best CTLs ever.
Yeah, I'm very excited, and I hope the viewers here are excited as well, because we are going to get started right now. Kingsman, I assume you gotta dip out while we start this match, but thanks for moderating and helping fill in the air while I was trying to set up a little late. Yeah, I do hope you can stick around for at least watching the matches.
Oh, don't worry. I will be watching the matches. We'll be on mobile. King has got some things to do. It is an early start time, so usually this is a Sunday fun day with the family, so I got to do my family obligations. But I'll be watching. I'll have you guys on in the background. These are my two top-level streamers here. We would have won Adam as well because he's up there with the other two here. Peak and Ronkley, they're so strong. I love you guys. You guys make CTL run. Peak with the YouTube and doing these super shows. Ronk keeping it real with the Sunday prime times. It's honestly my favorite CTL show. So I appreciate all what you guys are doing. I appreciate you, the viewers. Stay tuned. Let's get everybody in here. I know Peak already pinged everybody, but tell a friend, tell your neighbor. We want to watch. These are going to be 3 outstanding matches, 4 awesome players. And of course, don't forget, contribute to the Match Arena, please. We're at $600 even. Winner will get $300 right now. But you know what? CTL is better than that. We've always been able to try to at least get to 1,000. Let's try to get to 1,000 today. I know so many of you were giving yesterday for Detroit, but if you got any more little change in your pocket, give it over to these 4 players today. They certainly deserve it. You never know. That money can help fund them to go to IRL events like the main event at CTWC. So whatever you can contribute, it'll be surely appreciated. Peak and Ronk will be promoting that all day long. I'm done. Let's friggin' go. Guys, take it away.
LFG.
Thank you, Kingsman, very much. And yeah, let's get started here. I do have the stream set up here. Meme versus Neco gonna be our first semifinals matchup of the night, as these two are getting ready. As Kingsman mentioned, we do have Match Reno set for the prize pool. He did actually contribute $24 and some change to get that prize pool up to 600. So thank you, Kingsman. But yeah, Meme, since you're the first seed, if you can hear me, I'll also type it in chat in a little bit. You do have the option of 18 or 19 starts. Wow, this is very bright for some reason.
Yeah, what happened here?
You do have the option of 18 or 19 start for the first game. Neco has the option for game 2, and that panel will just continue throughout the match. But you do have the option of increments or rerolls for seeds for the entire set. So once you finish that warm-up, if you can hear me, or if a moderator wants to mention it in the Twitch chat, let us know.
And yeah, you can refresh NTC on your stream, and that white should go away. It's not happening for me. Like the browser source.
Oh. Un segundo.
So one of the things that I'm wondering, especially with Meme, is the time of day of this tournament going to be a factor at all for these players, especially given that Meme is less than 24 hours removed from the Motor City Mayhem regional that she won.
I mean, I will say it was certainly a factor for me because I almost didn't make it. I almost didn't even make it. So, good lord.
Yeah, I literally just got my coffee in the middle of this broadcast, so yes, I'm with you on that one. It is early.
Yeah, but we gotta do what we gotta do to help accommodate our non-Western players, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. As long as we can get our best out of our 4 players, it's worth it.
Also, hello everyone. I am Jasmine.
Oh shoot, Jasmine! Oh, oh no. Well, I'll just leave it. No, I'm kidding. Let me change that.
I love Fitz.
Nice hits.
Yes,
Okay.
I can do a good enough Jasmine impression.
Oh God, I don't know if I don't know if I,
Well, what do you expect? It's early in the morning.
yeah.
Oh wait, it wouldn't be early in the morning for her, would it? Oh,
I don't even know what her time zone is. I just I'll
I believe she's in the same time zone as Dan.
he lives in the UK, right? He lives in
Yep,
the
and that's where she currently is.
Okay, so that's 4 p.m. All right, cool. Shout out to all my European British homies. Gotta love the English breakfast and all that jazz, men. But yeah, let's did Meme say anything in Twitch chat?
Let's. I don't think so. Reroll,
Okay.
she says,
Okay,
but
reroll.
no level selection yet.
Here's the seed for the set. And Isaac's beat FC.
Oh, what the heck just happened?
Uh,
Hatcherino's popping off.
Hack Nira is probably talking to us with a $200 contribution, saying good luck to all players, whether they're ready, sleeping, or hungover. Thank you so much for that contribution. You've been a constant aid in our prize pool this season and pretty much multiple seasons at this point. So thank you so much, Tackners. Big, big goaded behavior there, bringing our total up to $800, only $200 away from our $1,000 prize goal. So yeah, thank you so much once again.
Still trying to find the level selection from meme for game number 1.
Yeah, if she doesn't mention it, we'll just assume 18 start because that's the standard. And, I did try my best when pinging these players to like kind of remind them of the rules because I understand. I understand. It's a little different.
Yeah, I think Scooty knows the rules pretty well. Scooty did pull out 19 in his quarterfinal.
Yeah, that was very surprising. We had 2 19 games in the quarterfinals, which is 2 more than we had the entire season of season 27. Because
Pretty much.
not a single player chose 19.
Chen says meme needs that warm up. Probably not wrong. Meme says, get over here.
Okay, Meme wants an 18 start, so we'll be having 18 start reroll. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Meme. So yeah, just keep on warming up until you're ready to go. We have plenty of time. It's gives us more time to wake up.
Another $50 in the prize pool from Sudokanard saying, go meme go.
Wow, thank you guys so much. We're now up to $850 in our prize pool. You guys are amazing. Our top 3 contributors, if you guys want to know. Actually, so it's Tack Nearest with $325.11. Summer B, it says $113, but they did contribute on multiple accounts, I believe. So it's a lot more than that. Maybe, let me see if I can find the exact number. Because it's definitely well over $200 this season. Regardless, thank you so much, Summer B. And Kingsman. with $19.64 into the prize pool. Our top 3 contributors so far. Let me check if there's a prediction set up right now. I don't think there is. That's okay. I'll set it up if needed. Choose outcome.
All right. Warning, Tetris player doing math here. 146, 166, 79. Looks like 179 from Summer B.
Ooh. Well, thank you so much, Summer B. And thanks, Ronku, for the fact checking. That's what we need a co-commentator here, just to fact check on my BS.
It's basically you round it up, it's 200, you know.
Why'd you make me look like a fool, Broccoli? I can't believe you.
No,
Get out of here.
It's 200. It's fine. Oh, we are going to have some good matches today. Feel it.
Yeah, just from these 29 play alone, you can definitely tell that these two players are honing in very early.
Katie Bug, what a nice room meme is in. I hope no one is on the floor behind her.
Is there? Hold on. I actually don't know if there is. Is she joking?
I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Wait. Oh, no. No one's there. We're good. We're fine. They're up.
Yeah, I was checking, but no. I was very, very disappointed to see nobody was there, just laying Family Guy style on the floor.
Another Riot shirt from me. Meme was wearing one yesterday. I think it was, if I remember, was it Vi that she had on? It's got Jinx today.
Jinx?
Yep. Called League of Legends.
Oh, I love League of Legends. My favorite game that I've never played.
I played it a long time ago. I kind of stopped playing. It's a good esport to watch, though. It's it was a lot of fun. Not as good as Tetris, but
Watch
what is?
Arcane now, says Mari. That's the only thing I know that's like related to League. Is that show?
Yeah, my Jinx board and my personality now. Don't question it. Yes.
Okay. We do have it ready though from Neco. Meme still doing some last second warm-ups before we get started. Yes, I did turn off the music. If you're watching and suddenly everything cut off, that's just to make sure my playlist doesn't run out before we even get started. Tosh saying, "Go go go Neco."
Yeah. Got fans of both players here.
Currently 80 people watching on Twitch and on YouTube. We have 41 people, I think, watching.
Nice.
No, wait, hold on.
I should probably have the YouTube chat up then.
Point. Right. Looks like she might be setting up her seed, and she is ready. So let's not waste any more time here. Let me start the playlist back up and get started with the first semifinals matchup of the day. Ronkly, why don't you wait, do you have my screen share? Are you watching my screen?
I have screen share and I have the room view up.
Perfect. So why don't you start the countdown off here in this game number 1 in
Start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
fantastic. There you go. Long bar square JZ. So oh boy. Oh, Neco. Do you want oh god. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh god, I'm getting motion sick.
Do you want we can restart Neco. It's okay. Okay. If you need to okay, all right.
That might benefit Meme at this point. I'm getting a little high up on the board early, but it's gonna get that cleared out.
All right, let me there we go. No, that was all right.
That was crazy. That's up there with Chiller trying to modify their controller in the middle of a game with the screwdriver, you know?
What? Oh my god! How did you even
Yeah,
make
that
that
happened.
work?
That happened. It didn't. There were misdrops.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, somehow it didn't look like he misdropped or made any bad placements throughout that entire thing. So that was, well, that was great. But yeah, here you go. Meme versus Neco. Already starting off with a very mobile start. 120,000 for Meme, 100,000 for Neco. So you know, usually during my pre-analysis commentaries, I like to ask the analysts who their pick to win the entire thing is, but I don't think I should do that anymore because we're way past that, and the time is no longer now.
Nope. Now is the time to see who's going to win this and Meme a bit of a lead.
She's at
But I mean,
she's at 211, 171 for Neco.
Yeah, Neco's been playing solid as well. Just that Meme has been slightly more efficient here in the early going, has about a Tetris and a half lead.
Oh yes, it is not the quarterfinals, it is the semifinals. I have that wrong in the bottom bar. Thank you guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
this
boy.
is what happens when you sleep in.
I don't know what happened, man. I had my alarm set and everything, and when I woke up, my phone was underneath my bed for some reason. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it's fine.
Just move it a little bit to the right. 303 for Meme, 285 for Neco. Oopsie says I want a Neco versus Scooty final so we can have an all foot grip final.
Oh God.
There's certainly a reason to have want a particular player to win.
If you want to see that, you can contribute to the prize pool. No, okay.
I don't know if we have a reward for that. I don't think that's how the prize pool works.
Yeah, you never know. You could have something come up in the last second. Anyway, 395 for Meme. Neco has been able to successfully catch up at 378. So less than a Tetris separating these two players.
Yeah, 80% plus Tetris rates for both players. Meme pushing 90 here. Some strong scores to start us off in game one.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen from Meme all throughout, especially in the quarterfinals against Miles, where she just consistently put up these really high efficient scores, even pre-29. Neco as well. In the quarterfinals had a bit of a stumbling win against somebody. Who was it? Was it Cole? Cole. It was Cole. Yeah, a couple of early top outs from both players, but Neco did manage to squeak out a victory. But he's been very consistent in the regular season as well, posting up some very high scores. 510 right now for Meme, 492 for Neco as we're nearing the 100 line mark.
Neco getting square spammed at the wrong time there. Had to stack them over well on the right, but just going to build up and knock this down.
Meme setting up the spin. Doesn't hit the spin, so she's going to lose a bit of efficiency here as she tries to clean this up.
Yeah, Neco, 2 Tetrises down, could get back into this, but kind of needs a bar. The bar will show up.
Yeah, it was getting a bit high up there, but got the right pieces, building up his left side, bangs out on the Tetris, can still set up the 600k transition. So can Meme, and she's gonna get the 600k going off a row 2, row 3 setup.
And probably more importantly in there, Meme did hit an S-spin to make up for the one that she missed.
Amazing.
Don't ever want to shy away from doing something like that.
The redemption arc was completed by
Yes.
Meme. I was about to kick her out of CTL. That's
Oh no.
no. Neco transition at 614. Meme will transition momentarily with this next Tetris.
With a higher score as well. Where's the bar?
Oh man.
Ooh, man.
Okay. Bit of a drought was forming.
54.
Yeah, but she is cleaning this up. Nice Tetris there from Meme and a triple, split triple to clean this up. As Neco is at 667. 688 for Meme.
Both players going through a little bit of adversity here, but they should both have it cleaned up in a moment. And there you go, both clean.
Yeah, very nice from both players. Neco with the L dependency, solves the L dependency, opens up his right well, is Tetris ready, waiting for that long bar, getting a bit droughted now with a J piece dependency, solves the J dependency, gets a square to the column 2 and 3, and gets a Tetris. Now it's 730, so pretty efficient game here from at least the beginning stages, Ronkly. Ooh.
Flat delayed burn for Neco there. Beam getting high, but gets the bar for the Tetris.
Yeah, both players are cleaning this up. 799 for Meme, 786 for Neco. And we're continuing this efficient game. Bit of a flashing board from Neco, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because the lead change has not happened at all. Like it's been about a Tetris and a half almost the entire game.
Kyle the Fanatic on Twitch saying splitting time between this and NFL on TNT. Why does it sound like an ad? Watching NHL on the
Detroit,
TNT.
yeah.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And even a bit of a situation right now, having to burn this down.
Yeah, this is good for Neco. Neco going to take the lead off that Tetris and extend it with that one. Mean has a negative I in her stack right now.
Oh man, these pieces are not friendly for Meme stack.
Oh my god. The stack is
that,
looking dangerous.
that 5 tap was very crucial for Meme. And she's still not out of the woodworks yet. Nice square.
All right.
Another square to build up the well. Flat burns there with a long bar. Flat burn with a L. Would love a J piece. Didn't get the J piece in time, but uses a combination of pieces here to bring the stack down. A couple of delayed burn sequences and gets a pretty Tetris at 955. Max out though for Neco 1.06. So incredible survival there from Meme.
But unfortunately, that means that she will be behind by about 100,000 going into the closing stages of these speeds. Oh, this is aggressive.
Yeah, she's not getting rewarded for that aggression either.
It is so close to 29 too.
No square in
And
sight.
oh, this is trouble.
She needs to survive this. Trying to build up. Neco also in a bit of trouble here. Meme will pop out.
Mean hanging the bar on the right, and Neco can take the first game. Both players topping out as soon as 29 starts, but Neco up 1-0.
Unfortunate sequence of pieces there on the 29th.
Andrew Meek says, wow, Hatress RNG for both.
Yeah. That level 27, 28 was not good for either player. Yeah, we're going to do a reroll. So, new seed will be 2B D5AC.
right.
Hold on, I'm getting my phone. It's underneath my
Uh-oh.
bed. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. I keep dropping it. Okay, I got it.
Well done.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Everyone, clap it up. Wonderful. We got it ready from both players, though, so let's not waste any more time here and get started with game number 2. Start the countdown in
3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Meme leading for most of that first game, but just one false move late in 19 speeds was the decider, essentially.
Yeah, late 19. She had that very, very uncomfortable stack. Almost had to clutch out a very, very well battled dig, but she tried to go aggressive on 28 to make up for that all that burning she had to do, and did not get rewarded for it.
Yeah, the fact that Neco couldn't get anything done on 29 probably makes that hurt a little more too, because that would have been a short chase down for Meme on the 29 speeds.
Moodu's on YouTube saying, "Is Tetris coming home today?"
Who's this Moodoos guy?
I don't know. We might need to ban him.
Yeah, dirty Tetris for Meme there.
For those of you just tuning in, after this matchup, we will be having our second semifinals match between Scooty and Danv. And then after that, we'll be having our championship finals to determine our season 28 champion. Sorry, I was looking at Neco's board right now because it was looking a little
Yeah,
problematic.
but he took care of business. That right side open, we'll bang down a Tetris.
Meme at 187, 169 for Neco. Both Meme trying to build up for this potential game 2 victory after faltering in game 1. But it was a very, very close battle all throughout. Both are clean. Me with some parity issues, but she is building this up. 233 for Meme, 215 for Neco.
Meme seems to have gotten the board under control. Neco, however, needs a J and is getting L spammed, and now needs a bar. Or dirty Tetris. Wow.
Gotta love those dirty Tetrises. You have not seen a Vitz though, so come on, guys.
Like probably the player most apt to get a bits in this tournament has not gotten one yet.
we blame the time difference here. It's starting
Yes.
a little earlier. It's not Vitz time.
Oh, there you go. There's the bits.
Perfect.
Neco picking one up.
Very nice. That's why he's
Oh, hold on.
1-0.
It's supposed to be Jasmine. Nice bits.
Oh god. I don't know how I feel about nice bit. That's the content. He's saying, wow, sounded just like her. You know, it would have been really funny if you were just like, hold on, let me try my best impression. Nice bits.
Yeah. Like
Nice
really
bits.
one.
Meme did get a bits as well, I think.
Yes. And Meme is behind in real-time score, but ahead in pace. Although it's pretty neck and neck right now after those burns. Another Vitz here. There it is for Neco. And now we have a Vitz off going on.
Beautiful. If you guys like all these vids, feel free to contribute to the prize pool or match Reno. Set up for the prize pool.
Oh, there you go. Someone really liked the Vitz there.
Thank you, Arbar. I think I know exactly what they put in the Matcherino as well.
What could our borrow possibly put in the join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol.
What? I thought he was gonna. I thought they were gonna advertise Tetris Wars or something. That's so shocking. But yes, if you guys are not aware, Tetris for the Non-Pros is our affiliate tournament where the lower level players get to play in the same format as CTL, just with lower divisions. We got like the gold brackets, silver, bronze. I think there's a what else is there? Like is it coal?
Well, those are the competitive ones. There's also some tree related ones because of course our borrow. And those are ones where you're not promoting or demoting, but they're for the beginner players that may not have terribly high PBs. They like playing on like 9, stuff like that.
Of course. So, you know, if you're new and you want to...
Wow, this is a big lead.
Yeah, 682 for Neco, 580 for Meme. But yeah, if you're interested in joining and you're new to the scene, feel free to go to Tetris for the Non-Pros. But anyway, both players have transitioned. 684 for Neco, 630 for Meme. So Meme with a very efficient game, but somehow it's still behind by 3.5 Tetrises just from Neco dominating on this 18.
Neco, another Tetris there. This is a very good pace for Neco right now. Not bad for Meme, but Neco is well ahead.
Yeah, Meme forced into a couple of burns. She is Tetris ready, going for a couple of tuck setups. Not getting rewarded for this, but neither is Neco. Neco does get the long bar for Tetris. Meme's gonna have to burn. Wow, that
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Very good burn for Meme.
And a Tetris right on time. 725 for Meme, 830 for Neco.
And Neco's lead is continuing to increase, and you can see frustration developing on Meme's face, or his board was just not working out. But finally gets it down, gets the Tetris, and we'll start building up for more.
Yeah, Neco right now kind of chilling on these 18 and 19 speeds. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on this 29 if we make it to that point. See if both players decide to go a little bit less aggressive as last game to try and avoid that early top out they had in game 1. Neco does have the Tetris in. One more before the max out. 987 for Neco, 802 for Meme.
Bring that cowbell. We got a max out for Neco.
Yeah, Meme yet to max out, and she's behind by 186,000 points.
That's a fairly big deficit, but
yeah, looks like at this point she would have to make this up in the post 29. Missed off that T piece.
Almost seemed like she got distracted by something for a moment. Oh,
20.
Speaking of distractions.
Yeah, Neco in a bit of a situation.
Board. Getting high up right before. Oh, but this could be good if we get bar here.
It's not gonna bar. Gets the bar for a triple.
That's only a triple.
But this still gives Meme a bit of a leeway. Neco did get the 30 Tetris, 1.14 into transition. At 29, Meme can still set up a couple more. She's going for the safe burns.
One more Tetris available.
And Neco gets a Tetris at 29 speeds, 1.18. It's going for the safety triple. Meme transition with 1.02. Is Tetris ready, waiting for that long bar? Get to long bar for Tetris, 1.06 for Meme, behind by 3.5 Tetrises. But Neco is still banging down these Tetrises left and right. Meme trying to catch up with Neco's efficiency.
Again. Oh, misses the bar.
She's
one over.
Yeah, she's okay for now, but needs to clean this up. And Neco is in a bit of a situation. Gets safety triple. Couple of timely long bars for Meme as she's bringing this board down.
1,317,000 for Neco, 1,158,000 for Meme. About a 4 Tetris advantage.
And she's gonna be clean, building up her left side, untimely square pieces, but gets a 5-tap with a long bar. Neco's just continuously scoring these Tetrises. But Meme is Tetris ready, gets a Tetris. Oh no! Gets a Tetris that time around. And she's okay. Neco in a bit of trouble here. He's going way too aggressive. And we'll top out with a 1.405. So Meme, 1.405 is the score to beat. You have 4.5 Tetrises left to score. In terms of score. I'm not saying you actually need to score 4 Tetrises.
Can be a couple Tetrises and then a line out. See what happens is she set up on a 7-2 at the moment.
It's the same. She's setting up in the same situation that Neco did, which caused a top out, and that might be exactly what's happening with Meme.
Oh no! Oh, this is way too high, and Meme's gonna top out. Neco has a 2-0 lead.
Both players went all in around the same place, and they both topped out by the same sequence.
Yeah, that mid-level 34 was brutal.
So now Neco is 2-0 as we get the next seed, which is going to be 5-2-6-8 V9.
Neco is 1 game away from his first CTL Finals appearance. But Meme looking to find a broom and turn it backwards.
We have it ready from both players, so let's not waste any more time here and get started with what could be the final game of the set. Or will Meme clutch up game 3 and take the broom, count it down in?
We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mari says, you have time, Meme. GD strats. Hell yeah. Where's my hell yeah button?
Is there actually a hell yeah button?
We have hell yeah buttons in CTW, yes.
Oh. I was kind of hoping you'd have like a soundboard of GD just screaming, hell yeah!
We do, but it's on another Discord.
Oh yeah, we don't use Nitro here in this. Kyle the Fanatic saying reverse sweep time for Meme.
Bit of a parabolic stack there for Neco, really high left, but then it just drops off on the right. But got it fixed up.
Meme was able to open up her right on time for that Tetris. So yeah, this is the first
so
time.
Far, the.
No, let's go ahead. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say this is the first time that Meme has really been pushed to this point. She's been very dominant in the regular season, and also had a very tremendous showing in the quarterfinals against Miles.
Yeah, that set was pretty good. I was gonna say that these two have been mostly even on the 18 speeds so far, and Neco has been able to open up leads on 19 as well. So I'm going to be looking for Bean to, basically shore it up on the faster speeds once we hit 19 and try to keep pace with whatever Neco's doing. Because Neco has been doing very well after hitting the transition.
Yeah, neither of these two players have made it past the semifinals. Ooh, Meme with a Vits.
Let's go.
Neco's currently on his best run right now. This is only his second playoffs, and his first playoffs he got eliminated in the quarterfinals, so he's already performing the best he has in his career in CTL. So looking to kind of extend that streak. And Meme has made it to the semifinals once, and that was last season. been at the top in both CTL and CTM for a few months now, but she's trying to kind of push that edge this time around.
Yeah, Meme's definitely been on an upward trajectory, but so has Neco, and that's what makes this match interesting. And some people might see Neco get being up 2-0 here as a surprise. I don't really see that as a surprise. I see that as Neco just continuing the trend. But Meme has an opportunity still to make this reverse sweep happen.
Yeah, it's very close right now. Still anybody's game, and we've seen some crazy things happen. We've seen reverse sweeps. We've seen it all on CTL. So there's no way to really tell what's gonna happen. This is gonna be a very, very crucial game 3 right now as we near the level 100 lines.
Some amazing paces for both these players.
Macy saying Neco 1 game away from from baking. What you gonna bake, Macy? No, from breaking the big 4.
Yeah, Meme definitely top 4 material. I think top 3 material in terms of overall in the Tetris community. Would be a big win if Neco can pull this off.
It's like both players are set up for the 600k transition. We're at 579 for Meme, 541 for Neco. Had a bit of a slowdown. Had to do a couple of burns, but still with a very efficient game on Neco's side.
$600 for Meme.
Yeah, she
still has 3 Tetrises left. It could be a 690.
Yeah, just shy of a 700k, which we have not seen much in any competitive. I mean, we've seen a few, but not a lot. It's still a pretty commendable thing whenever it happens. Not like 600k where it used to be like, oh, it's amazing. Now it's kind of expected by these top players. But Neco gonna transition with that single at 633. Meme getting that final Tetris into transition at 695. So
wow.
Meme with an incredible efficiency. Neco with a spire forming in the left side. Gets a nice 5-tap there on the left.
90% Tetris rate through 18 for Meme.
Yeah, but she's looking to build up this well that formed the center. Some complicated pieces.
Both players were getting into a situation at the beginning of 19. They have it cleaned up now. Meme with about a 50,000 point lead.
Yeah, so she's doing what she needs to do right now to keep fighting this set and keep fighting for her tournament life. 829 at level 21 for Meme.
This is some efficiency right now.
Yeah, but it's important not to get too carried away whenever you get in these efficient runs. It's very hard to do so. Whenever you get in these incredible paces, not to just keep trying to pace and then you end up stacking too high and getting into a bit of trouble. But I think Meme has more experience and knows when to kind of slow things down.
The game also knows when to give squares at the worst possible time.
Oh, I love squares. My least favorite piece. Neco in a bit of a situation right now. Needs a J piece or a long bar. Gets a long bar.
Beautiful solve. We'll score the Tetris.
Meme looking for a level 25 max out with this efficiency. 957 at level 24. Trying to build up this well.
In the center here, though.
Yeah, but Neco in a bit of trouble right now. Nothing's burning.
Gotta get something right. There we go.
Needs a long bar. Gets a long bar in time.
Split.
Well, Meme in a situation. Gonna lose some pace, but still maintaining a clean stack. Man, these
That bar.
pieces.
Tetris for Neco, back by 1 Tetris.
Yeah, these pieces were not friendly for either player. But Meme does get the max out, a level 26. Potential for a 1.2 into 29 with this efficiency.
This is the first time we've seen Meme with such a lead this late in the game. Neco's going to have to respond.
Yeah, but it's still not a drastic lead where this can't be chased down or taken from into 29 speeds. But Meme is just going ham on the efficiency. He can set up 2 more Tetris before 29. Yeah. Neco can set up 1 more. We'll get the 1.1 if he gets this next Tetris. Oh, Meme not getting the friendliest of pieces.
Have to burn in 29.
Oh,
here we go. 1.191.
Doesn't hit the. Oh my god.
There's 4 tap.
I'm like, I can't even speak right now.
This
I'm like
insane.
holding my breath.
This
Meme,
is insane.
Meme is burning this down.
Was so bad.
Yeah, but she is burning this down. Trying to build up his Tetris, and Neco in a bit of trouble here. Needs to survive this. This could be a crucial win for Meme if she can clutch this up, but Neco is still alive with this incredible survival.
Neco getting the perfect pieces and getting them where they need to go, and a bang Tetris. Well, only down by less than a Tetris now.
Yeah, incredible survival from both players here in the 29 speeds. Meme gets a Tetris now with a 1.3. Neco with a 1.25. As Meme trying to go ham on the efficiency gets rewarded with these pieces. Banging down a Tetris, is going for another Tetris, gets that Tetris with a 1.39. Neco with a 1.33 behind by 60,000 points, and Meme just getting rewarded for all this efficiency. But Neco is trying to catch up here. Meme in a bit of trouble right now, needs to burn this down. 5 taps that Lombard to the left side, gets a Tetris now with a 1.47. At level 34, 1.42 for Neco at level 35, so Meme still with the lead.
1.5 for Meme now on level 34, into 35.
Oh, and Neco!
This 5 tap to the left for Neco, and Meme will take a game.
With that rollover, she takes game number 3. And we have a match, ladies and gentlemen. Meme can actually get a PB with this at 39, but she's not getting the right pieces. Still doable.
Good burn there, though.
I don't know.
Another Tetris, 1.7.
This is still PBable.
3 Tetrises remain. No burns, though.
1 Tetris.
There's 1.
She's Tetris ready again. Come on. Give her bar. No! Oh, she had it! Oh my god!
Oh, man. What a game, though. 1,775,000. Both players, though, with an incredible game, really.
Yeah. This is what we became accustomed to for both players. They really showed us the best of what they can do.
Yeah, that was a great game. And we're gonna get at least 1 more. Meme hoping for 2.
Yeah, our top seed not looking to go down without a hell of a fight. And a fight she's certainly putting up here. Looking to force this decider. And we have it ready from both players, so let's not waste any time here and get started with game number 4. Count it down in
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, that 29.
My attention may be a little divided here because I'm intending to sign up for CTW at the moment.
Okay, it's fine. Where's GD or somebody that contributes to the prize pool so they can promote CTW? Ooh, nice spin there from Meme. And a flat burn with a long bar. 71,000 points for Meme, 93,000 for Neco. But yeah, level 29 was so hard to commentate over because immediately Meme was just in a troubling situation. It almost looked like that was gonna be curtains. And sometimes when that
Yeah.
happens, you just gotta hold your breath and hope for the best.
That board had some really awful parity, and she managed it like it was nothing. Like it was that good.
The players are having a pretty decent start.
Oh, look at that! It's a $40 contribution from Ronald Cliff saying, "Join Tetris Wars at tetriswars.com."
Thank you, Ronald Cliff. Yeah, join Tetris Wars at tetriswars.com.net.gov. Thank you so much. Bring our total up to $900. Only $100 away from reaching our prize pool goal.
.edu. .wtf.
.wtf.
.bbq.
.vits.
.vits. We need a Vits top level domain. Let's go. Siler asking, where's the Matcherino link? It's right here. 257 for Neco, 243 for Meme. Nice close start for this one. Toka says, I'm practicing rolling while watching this, absorbing the brilliance.
You know, I will say I actually do feel like I play better whenever I look at other streamers playing rolling.
Just in general, like the amount of stacking knowledge that you get from watching Tetris is can't be understated. I feel like I got better just by commentating deathmatch for as long as I did.
Oh yeah, I got worse from editing.
Worse.
Worse. Can't get worse if you
edit
already
the
did. Anyway, 398 for Neco, 386 for Meme. Neco with a slight advantage here in the pace.
Yeah, 36,000 points separating them. Meme in a bit of a spot. She was unable to get a long bar for a Tetris. Has that right side open now. There's the bar. Bang Tetris.
Yeah, Neco rocking an 83% Tetris rate, 72% Tetris rate for Meme. Meme's still on the ropes here on the 18 speeds. It's like almost like a bit of tension going on whenever we reach these 18 speeds, knowing this could be the final game of the set.
But when that tension becomes tight, I feel like Meme just turned it on that last game. We'll see if she can continue to do that here in game 4. Robin saying, Meme, my goat, please win.
Well, they said please, so, you know,
Yeah,
can't be rude. 530 right now for Meme. Both players, I think, can't hit the 600k. Meme taking those doubles, though, so that's just going to be a high 500 if she gets both Tetrises.
Look at this game out of Neco. 651 and still one Tetris remaining before transition.
Gonna single. Nope. Never mind. For some reason, I read that as 129. But can still set up one more Tetris. And Meme will transition with a 581. Neco transitions at 676.
And an immediate Tetris to hit 700. So nearly 100,000 point lead for Neco into 19. Meme's got some work to do.
Yeah, some uncomfortable pieces though from both players, they had to burn. Bit of a drought was forming, but they're doing a great job at managing this drought. 732 for Neco, 663 for Meme.
Yeah, both players managing that just fine. Couple dependencies for Meme. Tetris for both. Some bad pieces there for Neco. Is going to have to burn after that Tetris. And 2 pieces, all it takes. Very quick.
Just incredible how efficient these players can be. When it looks like it's going to take a couple of burns to deal with. 801 though for Meme, 844 for Neco. Still with this significant lead.
But Meme is coming back a little bit. It was 90,000, it's now 70,000.
Yeah, it just needs to capitalize and not go too crazy, not get forced into some late stage burn sequences.
Neco getting high up on the board, but does get the bar over for the Tetris.
Yeah, he's really trying to seal the deal in this set. I can tell, just going as efficiently as he can, try and force Meme to overly rely on aggressive play. Hits that spin, very crucial. But now a bit of trouble. Here's Neco. Oh my god.
Great sequence from Neco there. I cannot state how not easy that is.
Yeah, especially with how high the stakes are right now. Max out for Neco at level 25. That's the earliest max out we've had this set. But Meme not far behind. Waiting for that Lombard, not getting the Lombard time. Forces to a triple. Still waiting. Finally gets a Lombard for Tetris. For the max out for Meme. Neco can get a 1.3 with this efficiency.
Yeah, this is a huge game. Like, honestly, both players could be having some massive scores going into 29.
Yeah, but it's important to keep a safe stack before the 29 speeds. We've seen this happen on... Oh, wait, hold on. Neco with a bit of a spire for me, not getting the right set of pieces.
Yeah.
This will give Meme a bit of leeway right now.
Meme won't be able to take the lead before 29, but 1.175 going in.
Neco's
This
still burning.
board is high for Neco. If this were 22, it would probably be fine, but it's 29. But he's going to get this down. He's got the right side open. But not getting the bar.
Meme gets the bar for a Tetris, 1.22. Still trying to go ham on this efficiency. Neco trying to survive right now. But Meme 1.5 Tetris away.
The T-spin on 29 for Neco.
Very clutch from Neco. 5-tap there from Meme.
That's going to do it for Neco.
So Meme, 1.304 is the score to beat. Needs 17,000 more points. Can just line this out. 12,000. 11. Oh, man, parity issues right now for Meme.
Yeah.
It's a nice 5-tap.
She's solving them, though.
Oh, man. 3,000 more points. 2,000.
Ooh,
Meme. 1,000 more points.
Okay.
And she's going to do it.
Then she's
Oh, my
got it.
God. Oh, man. I could feel it in my heart.
Yeah, when that long bar missed, I'm like, she still got this, right? Right?
Oh, my God.
And she does indeed still have it. We're going to the decider.
Wow. Very, very incredible games here. Neco with the pre-29 efficiency. Meme with that very scary dig and clutch chase down. So while she's
still going.
While she's farming the stats right now, let's set up the next seed and the final seed for the set, which is going to be 1-1, A5, A7. Meme going for a back-to-back rollover.
Potentially a back-to-back 1.7.
God. Might need a triple. Wait, she's Tetris ready.
Yep, there it is.
Lombard.
7.
Oh. Yeah, it's the 1.7. GG's. Kind of wanted to see her clutch up a 4 high right. Didn't get the long bar. Still very nicely done from Meme. Heart number 4 goes in her favor. And we are 2-2. Winner takes the match. And we'll move on to the grand finale.
Meme flexing her muscles here in the last couple of games, showing that she's got some massive skill on that 29 speed.
Meme saying
2 1.7s.
Meme saying this is her first back-to-back 1.7, so congrats to Meme, but we're about
Very
to get started
nice.
with this decider. Who will take this match? Let's count down this final game of the set in
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
So yeah, this has been a incredible match.
Yeah, Neco taking the first 2 games. Players couldn't get going on 29 in the first one, and Neco had the better 19, and then in the second game, there was a chase down that Meme had but couldn't quite complete. Made up for it here in game 4, and of course, game 3 also fairly dominant with the back-to-back 1.7s.
Yeah, Meme doing a phenomenal job at handling this pressure, knowing she has no room for error anymore, and able to take games 3 and 4 to force this decider. So now I'd say both players on an even playing field. You could say that Meme has the momentum advantage where she has taken the last 2 games, but still doesn't change the fact that both players cannot afford any mistakes. This is the final game of the set. Winner moves on. Loser will get eliminated.
We've seen all kill screens so far. You would expect the same for game 5.
Michael saying on YouTube saying Gerudo Valley is based on the CTL theme at this point. And Moodoos on YouTube, and whoever this is, says great adjustments from Neco, set deserves a decider. And I couldn't agree more. It looks like Neco has a slight advantage here in these early lines.
Yeah, that slight advantage is called TRT 100. Oh, not anymore. I had to say something.
Unbelievable. Get out of my VC.
I'm known for commentator curses in CTW. 2 burns. It's a suffer game now.
Well, it's okay because, you know, I started having a bit of a streak where all my seeds, I was having the call-in seeds, but every single seed I was rolling was a call-in seed. So at that point, it was like, is it really a call-in seed at this point? Is it just my seed?
Oh man. Still fantastic starts for both players. $80, 90% Tetris rates are pretty much routine at this point for these two. Let's not talk about Atom Seeds and Wars. I get PTSD from that.
Yeah, but let's talk about how Adam didn't show up for the pre-show. Unbelievable.
Man.
Set up a graphics and everything. Ugh.
Prioritizing personal relationships over Tetris. I mean...
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah. 5 below there from Meme.
Scooty saying Colin retires, so you have to take over the crappy seeds. I agree. This is some great efficiency still. 464 for Meme, 481 for Neco. Has to do a bit of burning, but still, just a couple burns. Still very well into this potential 600k.
Awkward pieces there for Meme. It's going to force some burns.
Nice last second adjustment for Meme. Needs a J piece or a Lombard. Isn't getting either piece though. And now an untimely square piece.
Square, come on.
If you guys hate square pieces, feel free to contribute to the match arena.
We won't get rid of them, we'll just acknowledge.
We'll just acknowledge how much we hate square pieces. Yeah.
Yes.
$500,000 for Meme, 519 for Neco.
Very close game here. $20,000 points. The only difference.
Yeah, this is as close as you can get, and it's gonna be crazier if this still occurs on the 19 and 29 speeds.
This is the decider. It's winner take all. Someone's going to the finals. Someone's. I was gonna say going home, but Neco probably at home. Meme probably not at home.
She gets kicked out. she loses. Oh, misdrops that T.
Oh,
Z.
here. This is a high board.
It's a long bar. Something to burn us down with. Nice 5-tap.
Oh my god.
Meme.
Alright.
Nice single. Neco now with an 82,000 point lead, but she is surviving this. And she's Tetris ready.
Yes.
So kind of a scare there, but she's okay. Gets a Tetris. But now behind by 80,000 points.
You know, 80,000 points isn't necessarily a lot, but when this match has been this close, it feels like a huge difference.
So Kingsman saying, in this decider, winner either in this decider. What am I trying to say? In this decider, they're fighting for who takes at least $333 and who takes 90. So a very, very drastic change there.
Yes. Echo getting high up on the board. Has to take a delayed burn. Does get the bar. Over for the Tetris. If you haven't figured it out by now, ignore the drought counter on
my god,
Neco's side. This is scary.
Yeah, this
This
is
is scary.
horrifying. But he's
Oh, gets the L.
that placement with that S piece was crucial.
Wow. And Neco is fine. Down at the bottom of the board, 897 on 24, 796 for Meme. Neco threatening at 25 max here.
Sempro. 829 for Meme, 958 for Neco. So Meme's behind by 125,000 points for almost 5 Tetrises. But she is trying to maintain this efficiency, or at the very least hope for something to happen to Neco to contribute to some leeway to try and chip away at this lead. 925 for Meme, Neco already with a max out.
128,000 points is one of the largest leads we've seen on 19 so far.
Well, we've also seen Meme out of the two of them make it all the way to 39. Whereas Neco...
Just 38.
Thanks.
Pretty close.
Close enough.
Pretty close. It's essentially 39.
Basically 39. Come on now. 1.06 for Meme, 1.18 for Neco, and still going ham. Could get just shy of a 1.3.
Meme going to clean up this board going into 29, 1.107.
Oh, Neco forced a couple of burns here.
1,267,000, 160,000 point lead for Neco going into level 29. Here we go.
That huck from Meme was so risky, but she is still with a clean board. 1.15, 1.27 for Neco.
Over tap on the T there, but she cleans it up immediately.
Yeah, Neco's
Neco.
also cleaning up the stack. Meme is Tetris ready. Meme gets a Tetris 1.21, 1.29 for Neco.
Another tuck for Meme, but these dependencies are a little scary right now.
Needs a 5-tap on the left side. Hits a 5-tap with
Nice.
the long bars. Tetris ready. Waiting for that long bar. Did not get the long bar tap, but opens up her right. Well, looking to get Tetris ready again as she's cleans up her stack. Forces to a flat burn with that long bar. Tetris ready once again. Neco with a 1.34. Meme with a 1.23. Still waiting for that long bar. It's not showing up. Gets a long bar for her Tetris. And she is doing a great job of maintaining efficiency. Another Tetris for Meme, now only behind by less than a Tetris. So this could be it.
This is incredible. Meme had some great burns in the middle of that, but now the board's getting high. Left side is dangerous. Can she survive this? No! She cannot, and Neco will go to the finals.
Neco was about to top out as well, and Neco has taken this decider.
Oh, heartbreak at the end. Meme was coming back so fast, but got cut down with a missed T to the left. What a great match. Meme almost pulled off that reverse sweep.
And the channel points, 98% went for Meme, 2% for Neco.
God.
And that 2%.
Yeah, there's a big wealth transfer here.
Regardless, a winner is you, Neco. Please be on standby because you'll be coming up after this match between Scooty and Danv. So I don't know if she's showing his neck. Little thumbs up there, very nice.
I mean, it's Neco, so it tracks.
Alright, let me update the bracket so we can take a look at this. There we go. Neco into the finals, awaiting the winner of Scooty versus Danv. So I'll put on some ads here. If you don't want to see ads, feel free to sub to our Twitch page while we set up.
Poor Mari, 171,000 channel points. That's actually crazy.
What a match, you guys. Once again, another call for Match Reno. If you would like to help contribute to the prize pool, you can do so with Match Reno. Currently $100 away from reaching our prize pool goal of $1,000. As we are finishing up this setup. Oh, we switched the music. We're no longer in a decider. Sure, why not? There. All right, we are set up. So, switching the scenes here. Let me get Scooty's on the Nestor's Champs. There we go. Macy saying France rematch, France rematch, France rematch, France rematch. Yes.
Dan looks like he's ready to go into a major fight right now with the hood. Is this Tetris or boxing? Or both?
Maybe if we reach a decider, they have to decide that with a boxing match. Right, but Scooty, if you can hear me, you do have the option of 18 or 19 speeds for the first game, and as well as the option of increment or reroll for the seed. Scooty wants 18.
Oh, 18.
And increment. So let's get the seed running. 184480. So an all number seed.
Uh-oh. You know what I think about all number seeds?
We just gotta assume that every seed sucks.
Well, every seed that doesn't have letters sucks. Is that a prediction I see?
Yes, sir. We got a prediction. Who wins to the finals? Scooty or Dan?
Here, let me make it worth the time for Danv fans.
Oh my god. 261,000. Scooty. 0 for Dan. Oh.
So far. I'm sure there's some Dan fans out there. Where are they at?
No, there's one 510.
There we go.
We do
Oh,
have
there
a-
we go. Now we got, Kingsman dropping the 100K on Dan.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's a man that holds a script, too. I don't know if I'd trust that man with gambling.
Well, he holds the script, but I run the script, so I can change it whenever I want. Got Dan ready. Scooty setting up the seed. Wanted 18 speeds and increment. And are ready from Scooty, so let's count down this match 2. Before we head off into the finals, who will be our second finalist to go up against Neco? Count it down in.
We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Danny in chat says Dan has the better name by far. Yes. Dan, don't call me Vinky Dweller. First blue, go outside and touch grass, Scooty.
Damn.
Good fits already. What the heck?
If YouTube didn't have character limits in the YouTube titles, I would definitely put that as their names.
There you go.
Macy saying, I'm pretty sure Kingsman said that Dan would ruin the documentary in Paris by winning the tournament over Scooty, and he did. 4-1, so you never know. Kingsman knows.
He's a king for a reason. Weird board here for Dan in the early going. Center well engaged with no long bar in sight. Oh, and a bar dependency.
Yeah,
That
Dan
did
right
not
now.
work out at all.
Dan trying not to set up top out these early days, but he's getting some good set of pieces. Looks for J piece.
Yeah, he's not playing O, so he doesn't want a club 0 here. Speaking of high boards, look at this board for Scooty.
Had a 29 piece drop, but did get 2 long bars in quick succession. So did get the Tetris, or both Tetrises. Let's see what's set up for. And Dan still not out of it yet. Gets a split triple, and Scooty in a situation.
So I feel unlike last game, these players are giving us stuff to talk about on 18.
That's one way to say it.
I didn't say it was good or bad. It's just you got something to talk about here.
Yeah, Scooty right now with a very low left, waiting for that long bar. Gets a long bar now, looking for a J piece or a long bar. Gets a J piece to build up his left side.
I'd say so far it's good because both players are still alive. Still a very close game within the Tetris. The seed has been something for these players.
I'm sure it's what you expected since you had a bit of a grimace doing the... We found out it was
Yes.
an all-number seed.
What I expect out of seeds like this.
Oh, nice little cleanup there from Scuti with that Tetris. Got the right pieces, and now he's going to be able to transfer as well to the right. Is going to be Tetris ready. Now 300,000, 263 for Dan. And a Vitz from Scuti.
An adjustment to make the bits too.
Every time somebody does a Vitz, I should remember to do
Yes.
just a little golf clap there.
Another bits
another
for
one.
Scooty. How many is that for him now?
I only read. I only saw 2. So I don't know if there's more.
Is he gonna set up another one here? Yep. Scooty is really pushing these fits.
Waiting for that long bar. Josh on YouTube
Oh.
saying, I'm so happy that Neco won. I don't know if people consider Neco as an underdog, but I feel like a lot of people sleep on him. Was that a Vitz?
Yes, so it indeed was.
There we go. This is gonna get it old quick. But 418 for Scooty, 400,000 for Dan.
Bit of a drop coming in here. Scooty's at the top of the board. We'll get that Tetris.
Or the Jasmine voice? No. I think we're done with the Jasmine voice.
I have to have more coffee to do that again.
Scooty, 2 more Tetrises before the 19 speeds. 516 for Scooty, now 1 more. 496 for Dan. So pretty even paces.
Bit lower than what we saw in the last match, but I think that's just because the seed has been a little challenging.
That was a Lombard dependency. Solves that Lombard dependency, and it's going to be Tetris ready. Has 1 burn left before the 19 speeds. Gets the Tetris, and Scooty in a situation right now.
Okay, gets the L.
Ooh, nice set of J pieces there to clean up his
Very
stack,
good.
and gets a Tetris at 602 for Scooty. 576 for Dan.
It's a close one. Scooty ahead in lines. you look at the pace, it's about a quarter Tetris lead for Dan.
Yeah, but that is basically negligible at this point. Very easy to switch things around. 683 for Scooty, 662 for Dan.
Another Tetris for Dan. Nice tuck there for Scooty. Weathering a bit of a drought here. Does get the bar over for the Tetris.
$732 for Dan, $772 for Scooty as Dan looking to clean up his stack. Is trying to commit to this row 2 setup. He is Tetris ready, gets a Tetris at 762. Still committing as Scooty almost 100,000 points in the lead.
Can get some fans over on the YouTube side. Scooty looking for a J. There we go.
Gets the J piece, looking for a potential level 26 max out. Ooh, nice set of burners there from Scooty. Gets a Tetris, 960. Forced.
Hello, square.
Yeah. Gotta love squares. Forced into a row 2. Gotta get the max out with this next Tetris.
Just waiting on the bar. There it is.
Go max out for
Max into
Scooty.
27.
Gonna look to clean up his stack as we near the 29 speeds. Dan at 934 gets a Tetris with a cleaner stack, so this could be advantage for Dan, even if he does have the real-time score deficit.
I feel like Scooty's MO right now is to try to clean this up, and not getting a long bar here. We'll get one there, and it's just going to set up into 29 in a column 8. Does get the Tetris, 1.119.
They go 1.1 transition for Scooty, 1.04 for Dan. As he's trying to set up these last couple of Tetrises, gets one Tetris at level 28. Scooty at level 30, so is ahead by a significant margin.
Yeah, but at transition, it was a 7,000 point lead for Scooty.
Wow, things are.
This board for Dan is scary.
But Scooty also with a precarious situation, needs an L piece, doesn't get the L piece in time or the long bar. Needs to bring this down, gets a nice long bar to bring this board down. Dan looking to burn this down, a couple of flat burns as Scooty is cleaning with a 56,000 point lead. Dan is cleaning this out though.
What a dig for Dan here. And he is clean. Scooty with a Tetris and a half lead here on level 32.
1.21 for Scooty, 1.152 for Dan. Scooty going aggressive, setting up these Tetris, gets rewarded for that aggression with a Tetris. 5 taps that long bar to the left side. Now very uncomfortable pieces here for Scooty, unable to keep a clean stack. Need to burn this down and stand still with a 62,000 point lead. Gets another Tetris. Now 1.24.
5 taps.
This could be very problematic for Dan. Scooty still burning this down. Only 26,000 points separating these two players, and Dan is going to top out with a 1.24. So Scooty will take first blood.
Dan had an incredible dig early in that 29 speed. But the 5 tap to the left followed by, it looked like actually an over tap of that S. Looked like it meant to go into 3 and 4 instead of 2 and 3. Or maybe it would have gone in 2-3 if Lothar made it over.
Yeah, very.
Hazelnut Milk asking who won the first match. I don't know. Do you do spoilers here?
I mean, it's gonna get spoiled anyway when we do the finals.
Yeah,
so Neco won in the decider against Meme.
Very thrilling match.
Yeah, definitely recommend watching that.
If you like early top outs, don't watch that match. You won't find any.
If you prefer Kingsman versus Marts, stay away from the stream.
Not the match for you. Yes. So incrementing the seed. Dan will get the choice between 18 and 19.
Oh, dancing! I don't remember last time I got a rollover. Oof.
I barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
I haven't had anything. I woke up 10 minutes before the stream started. DJ Mr. Bohr saying big fan of PK Rick. Aw, thank you so much. I'm right there playing right now. Right with them. Oh. But we do have a rating from both players, so let's not waste any more time here and get started with game number 2. Count it down in
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Kingsman saying you could have said Peak versus Somalian, and that would have been the same as Kingsman versus Mars.
Oh no.
Oh, and we got
Oh,
a $100
hello.
contribution into the prize pool. Thank you for bring our total to reach our prize pool goal. Made is Burger. No comment. I probably butchered that name, but thank you so much.
Madelsberger?
I don't know if that was an L or not. Oh yeah, Madelsberger. Thank you so much for the contribution. And now we have totaled $1,000 into the prize pool, reaching our goal. And now a $10 contribution from our borrow.
Contact for the non-pros, so tnp.tetris.lol.
Yes.
And that beats our season 14 prize pool, which was 1,069. Our next one up, season 19 with 1,165.
Yeah, why don't we why not? Last season I started this trend where whenever we reach the prize pool goal, I'll just increment it to whatever the last the highest the next step is. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Vitz. Hold on, Vitz from Scooty. Wait. There you go.
Oh, yep. There, we have a TNP command now.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Arbaro, a very consistent contributor of multiple competitions here in the Tetris scene. Trying to promote TNP as Dan solves the J dependency.
Oh, this board getting a little out of control for Scooty here.
Oh
It's
my
a bar at the right time, though. My God.
Oh my god. And he's just simul Tetris, still with the lead.
And no expression change at any point for Scooty.
Nope.
He is locked in.
That's how you know you're a top player, because like if I was in that situation, you would see my face. I'd just be like, oh fuck! Just you wouldn't hear it, but you would definitely know what I'm saying.
I would not be in that situation because I would have topped out long before. Like he's even getting to that point. Another Tetris for Scooty. 329 at the half. And this is kind of more of the expected pace here.
Dan right now repping the Geezers. He's our oldest player right now. I don't know if he was the oldest player of the season.
Who's that?
Danv. Dan. I don't know if he's actually the
What are you
oldest player.
talking about? He's 12.
No, he's not. He's 13. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
He just had his birthday yesterday, man. Come on.
Yeah, okay. I missed it. Sorry. Oh, yeah, the Aaron thing there. Don't see that too often.
Three right
right
now.
knows what's up.
489 for Scooty, 412 for Dan. So both players potential for 600k, but Scooty with a very efficient game. High 600k is on the cards for Scooty. Going for the Vits.
Ooh.
Where's
Where's
go
this
for the
bar?
triple? Oh man, Scooty. Oh,
There's the bar. Needs
nice
another
Vits.
one. Dan's board is closed there. Dan is in trouble here.
Dan.
Oh no. Okay, good tee. That was perfect. And Dan is able to get out of that situation. Will score a Tetris down the right side. Look at the score difference, though. It's 5 Tetrises right now.
Yeah, Dan looking for a potential mid 500k transition, and Scooty has just not been letting up on this efficiency. And Cox Danny on Twitch say, Dan and Katsugiri, the cutest elementary school couple I've ever seen.
Oh, dear. Why are we dragging Cat into this? Tetris for Dan here. We're about to hit transition. Look at the score for Scooty. Oh, not willing to do it. It's now, are you?
This is Alex T. I feel like he probably tried to set up a 29 bits. But both players have transitioned. Scooty at 657s, 541 for Dan.
Simul Tetris.
707 right now for Scooty with a very, very efficient game here. Looking locked and loaded. Our back-through-back reigning champion. Looking to make history and become our first ever player to hit the 4-peat.
Not just that, it will tie him with Dog for the most number of CTL victories.
Yeah, without a doubt. We have multiple players right now with 3 wins. I think Andy as well has 3 championship wins.
And also, even if Scooty doesn't win, we still get history because none of these other 3 players in this tournament at this stage have won the championship.
$745 right now for Dan, behind by 135,000 points. 881 for Scooty. Has just been tearing through these speeds.
Yeah, massive lead for Scooty here on 24. So we're looking at a potential 25 max here.
Ooh,
Line
wow.
spin.
Very nice.
Someone call Van Dweller.
He's probably asleep.
No, not Dan Dweller. Van Dweller.
What's the difference? 949 for Scooty, 866 for Dan. Scooty getting droughted, so is Dan waiting for that long bar. 30-piece drought ends with that Tetris. And same with Dan at 905 at level 26. Scooty already with a max out. Miss drops at S piece though.
Yeah, and Dan's already starting a bit of a comeback here, so this dig for Scooty could get Dan in range a little more. But Scooty just can clean out of that a couple birds.
Max out right now for Scooty, 980 for Dan. Scooty now closing in on the 1.1. Looking for a potential 1.2 into 29.
Yeah, can still do it with 2 Tetrises and has 3 burns to do so. And a very nice looking stack at the moment.
Sets up a J dependency and solves the J dependency. Can set up one more Tetris still. Is
Dan
ready for it.
1.1. There it is, 1.206 for Scooty. Damn, with a big spire there, it's just going to triple in. Now we'll hit 1.1.
Dan looking to clean this up. Needs a J piece. Goes for the long bar to solve this dependency as Scooty is clean with a 1.29. Dan with a 1.11. Scooty gets a Tetris.
Ooh, let's tap there for Dan. Can still get out of this low enough.
flat double there from Dan. Square piece to the left side. Needs a flat.
Oh
Still.
no.
5 taps there with the J
Nice.
piece.
Nice J there.
Scooty in a bit of trouble though.
Scooty, yeah. Climbing. But gets
Yes.
things down. Oh no!
Misses the long bar. Gets a
Gets the next
dirty
one.
left full Tetris. Oh my god.
Unbelievable from Scooty there. Definitely a roller moment with missing the first bar and hitting the second one.
Good lord. 1.45 for Scooty.
294,000 point lead for Scooty.
Yeah. And Dan I don't think has been able to score a single Tetris since hitting the transition.
Certainly doesn't look like it. 1.175. Scooty at 1.545.
And
That is a 400,000 point lead on the board right now.
about to hit the rollovers. Tetris ready, but Dan is still alive. Scooty with a rollover, 1.6, and this might already be insurmountable. Another Tetris for Scooty. And another one,
I have
1.7.
never seen a 500,000 point lead in a live match with a 39 cap.
Yeah, this is crazy. And Dan was not having a bad game either. It's not like he was having a suffer game until 29. But, geez. Dan is trying to go as efficient as possible in these later levels, but too little too late, unfortunately. Scooty waiting for that final long bar for the
1.8.
Tetris. Gets the 1.84.
Incredible game from Scooty. I mean, Dan's getting a 1.48 here. That's not bad. It's just not 1.8. What can you do against that? That is an insane score to put up in a tournament.
That was a 600k post transition for Scooty. Post 29.
Sky in chat says, like, came back to a 1.8 million WTF?
You look away for
Wow.
5 seconds, turn back into a 500,000 point deficit for Dan out of nowhere.
Yeah, both players making the super kill screen that game too, which that can't be understated. That we did not see a super kill screen at all in that first set.
Yeah, incredible games from these two. But Scooty definitely showing us why he's our reigning champion 3 times. Oh yeah, 1.84 and 1.48. Look at that.
Yeah. Right numbers, Dan, wrong order.
It reminds me of, I think it was last season, when Meme and Sodium, in their final game, Meme had a 1.5 even, like straight up 1.5, and Sodium had a 1.234 even. That was funny. But we do have it ready from both players, so let's not waste any more time here and get started with what could be the final game of the set. Can Dan survive game number 3? Count it down in.
We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I saw some interesting Tetris numerology happen at Detroit with Maestro. I don't remember who he was playing, but he had 2 back-to-back games where his score ended with 5 5s in the score.
Oh my god. Hopefully he won.
Yes.
Very, very good. And you know who's also winning? Our 4
Scooty.
players. Well, yeah, but our 4 players, because our Matcherino has hit the prize pool goal of $1,000. We're currently $1,010. And maybe we can get even more to help our 4 semifinalists out. Winner of this tournament, I think we'll get 600. I might be wrong, but could be more with some contributions. Any amount is greatly appreciated as it helps encourage our players to keep giving us these amazing matchups and keep signing on in our scene. And a double tuck.
Fortunately, Matcherino gives us that information. It's going to be $505 right now, at least, to win it. You get 303 if you get into it.
Oh, a Vitz from Dan. And let me get the clap in. Very nice.
Yeah. Scooty with some pushdown points, too. Not something you often see in Div 1 these days.
Just breaking barriers. Who needs a Vitz when you got pushed down?
And you go for another one in a moment here.
You could say, Dan, you can beat him. He's just a child. And then DJ Mr. Boris like, but this is child versus child though.
Yes. 906-point game. Scuti is still pushing down. I have never seen a roller push down like this at the top level. And again, players in the upper 80% Tetris rate range.
Right now, 322 for Scooty, 306 for Dan. So yeah, really good Tetris rate for both in these beginning stages.
Nice spin there for Scooty.
$395 right now for Scooty, 358 for Dan. Going for a couple of tuck sequences.
Tetris for both. This is a fairly close game again.
Yeah, it's been pretty clean all through. Oh, as I say that,
Whoop.
Dan misdrops that S piece. So gonna
Did I
have
do the curse thing again?
Can't believe you. Scooty getting the J tuck.
I
Double there
can.
with the square. You're fired.
Oh no. All of the CTL dollars.
Yeah, all 5 cents you're probably gonna get from. 514 right now for Scooty, 457 for Dan. So looking very nice right now. J tuck there from Dan. Got a bit of a well forming in the center, but Scooty at 560. And Scooty now in a bit of a situation. 560, 562, 527 for Dan. Scooty trying to commit, or actually can't commit because that'll just be a triple if he gets a long bar, but let's clean this up. It's not in any trouble.
Might commit here though. Yep. Set up for the Tetris. And a little bit of cleanup. It gets the right side open. Tetris for Scooty. And look at this. We'll clean it up right before 19.
Might go center wall.
Oh, I don't like the stack though.
It's
He wants a
mad.
clean transition.
That's not gonna be clean at all.
Yeah.
Transitions at 619. Dan transitions at 603.
Neck and neck.
Oh,
There it
immediate
is.
well transfer there for the Tetris. 647.
Yeah, that's what
for
Scooty was trying for there. Just clean it up, get it over to the right. Just took him a little longer than he wanted.
Both players are locked and loaded. They're locked in here for this game 3. Dan knows his tournament life is on the line. 697 for Scooty, 630 for Dan.
Dan has been playing well on the 19 speeds. Really needs to push that. Try to put some pressure on Scooty before 29 hits.
Only 18,000 points separating these two, and Scooty does have the lines lead, so you could say this is actually within Dan's slight favor in terms of pace. 785 for Scooty, 712 for Dan. Scooty with a lines advantage, not lines advantage, lines lead still, and but they are clean. Scooty had to built up his left side, gets another Tetris at 814.
Very close game.
Set it for the T-spin. Now a tuck.
Well, this board is very dependent now. And Scooty gets absolutely nothing when he needed. Actually surprised he didn't try to go for the JD spin, as that would have been a cleaner solve.
Yeah.
And now this board is just very high. And Scooty just going to burn it all the way down. Can't quite get it fully clean, though. And Dan has taken the lead off of this. Look at this. Dan is back by 11 lines and in the lead.
Damn. That is very nicely done here from Dan. He is doing what he needs to do here to try and survive this game 3.
Scooty with a huge drought here. Finally gets the bar. And waiting on this bar. Is going to get it when the well's covered.
And 1.0
Classic Tetris and its finest.
1.02 for Scooty, 1 max out for Dan. So Scooty has the lead right now as we near the 29 speeds.
It's essentially a neck and neck, though. And we're going into 29. It was danger zone for Dan. Dan has to turn on the jets on 29 this game. Here we go, 1.093 for Scooty. And 1.145 for Dan.
Yeah, here we go. 1.17 here, level 30 for Scooty. Looking to seal the deal and move on to his finals. And Dan in a bit of trouble right now. Needs to build this. Needs to bring this down. Misses the T
Oh, no.
piece. Hits the 5-tap
It's a
though.
5-tap.
Scooty in a bit of trouble right now. And that's gonna do it for Dan.
Scooty. Gonna take the sweep.
GG's.
And Mr. 3-time looking to become Mr. 4-time.
There you go. Scooty has made it to his 4th finals in a row. And looking for the 4-peat right now. Winner is you. Scooty, please stay as we set up for the finals. Which will take a little bit. Give me a few moments. I gotta step away for a bit.
Yeah, sounds good. Kingsman, thank you for the channel points, and sorry about your channel points. Blue Scooty dynasty greater than the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty? Absolutely. It's going to be the number 2 seed, Blue Scooty, taking on the number 4 seed, Neco.
Be right back, you guys.
Tuesday saying Kingsman was playing. Yeah, Kingsman had put 100,000 on Danv that last match, and Blue Scooty won. So unfortunate.
Howdy, fellers. Alright, I'm back.
Hi.
Did I miss anything? Did anybody get a rollover?
I don't think so.
Damn. Alright, alright, so let's set up here. Looks like Neco is not in the Nestris champs. Whoops. Versus Cam. Too big. Go.
Also, I lost your share.
Oh shoot, sorry. There you go. Should be fine now.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna set up a final announcement. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. For the finals.
So, same thing as in the semifinals, Scooty, since you're the higher seed, you do have the option once again of reroll or increment in 18 or 19 speeds for game number 1. We switch the scenes here.
Also, let's get the prediction set up for these two.
Oh, yes.
Neco winning would be cinema. It would. It'd be kind of amazing, honestly.
All I hope is that regardless, it's a hard-fought battle, and they show us everything that they can do, no matter who wins. They've both proven that they definitely deserve to be where they are right now. Super Step saying, Neco taking out all my goats lately, oh my god.
Well, if you think he's going to do it again, you might be able to take advantage of this double or nothing that I'm doing here. Yeah, change the name tag on the right, change the semifinals to finals. This is what happens when your host sleeps in, folks.
I didn't forget. Okay. Alright, let's put that there. Listen, it's fine. None of this is going up on the YouTube video, the edited version. So, as long as it's fine. We can save the scuff. People saying go Scooty, go Neco.
Yep. Folks in chat asking, have these two ever faced off before? The answer is yes. And Blue Scooty has a 2-0 match record over Neco, and has only dropped one game in those two matches.
Scooty just said yes in the regular season. We went 3-2.
Oh, so that one's not in here yet? Guess that one's not in the match database.
Oh, Ryan's saying no, it was 3-1. Okay, so I guess you are right. It was 3-1. Well, it's fine, Scooty. You can go 3-2 in the finals. What's better than going 3-2 in the regular season? 3-2 in the finals, duh. Just set it up.
Cinema.
And we had some follows from some people. I don't know why it doesn't show this thing. So we had the Corporal, Demon Gates, Twitchy, Kumquat, Slurpee, Pajama, Llama Land. For the follows, we're only 5 followers away from reaching 3,400 followers. Whoops, forgot to add him to the Nestor's Champs.
Yep. There he is. Scuti is the higher seed, does get level selection for game 1, as well as we need to agree on incrementary roll.
Doing some last second super kill screen warm-ups, level 39 super kill screen on Twitch. Showing the Among Us emote.
It's kind of funny. The font that I use doesn't show that in Chatty.
Wow.
Can only see that on Twitch.
Everyone just spam Among Us on the Twitch chat, I guess. Nah, don't do that. Please don't do that. So yes, the seed, as I mentioned, is 79FF0A. Once our players are ready to get started with the final match. The championship finale. Gonna get started momentarily. Right now we have 139 viewers on Twitch. About 50 viewers on YouTube. Awaiting who will take this championship. Goody wants increment 18 again. So there we have it. A bunch of people have bet their channel points on our finalists.
All right, so increment level 118.
Whoever reaches crash first wins.
There you go.
I'm not doing some invisible Tetris.
Well, I tell you what, Pete, far fewer people were willing to take me up on my 250,000 channel points for Scooty this game than the last one.
Damn. Come on,
But
you guys.
I'm actually more scared about this one than I am the last one.
I'm gonna see if I have any channel points on my personal Twitch, because if I go on Clock Tetris, it'll just say 0. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I only have 8,000.
Look at this. There we go. That's what we'll do. We'll make these two play invisible Tetris.
Oh,
And
did I?
Scooty will win game 1 of our invisible Tetris match.
Wow, what a game, you guys. If you like this type of, if
Yeah,
you like,
you can just see how good their play was.
oh my god.
All right, we're ready from Scooty.
Oh, I mean, I didn't make it to the submissions. No, my own submissions that I created. I didn't even do it. I didn't even vote in time. All right, we got it ready for
here we
both
go.
players. So let's not waste any more time here and get started with the finale of Season 28 Championship Finals. Countdown game number 1 in.
We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, get hype. It's the finals. It's Scooty. It's Neco. Who's going to take it? What is the start for Neco?
What?
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was weird. All right.
Even Scooty's laughing at it. It may end up backfiring here. There's no bar early on.
Lean it up. Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. What is going on? Okay. Well, Scooty's going to take a lead off this. That may perhaps be stating the obvious, but kind of a bit of a meme gone wrong there.
Gilded Lizard on Twitch saying shake my head rollers. Like a Tetris Silver Finals at opener says. Oh, no.
No, he would have topped out by now.
Yeah. Nice bit though from Neco.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Neco has gotten it under control now.
Yeah, but now currently with a 78,000 point deficit.
Is the long bar flashing a new feature of Nestor's Champs?
It's specifically a new feature for Neco. I guess he just got the premium version. Another Neco, another Vits from Neco. There you go. That's already 2-0 for in favor of Neco. So who's really winning in this match right now?
Vitsov is being won by Neco, but the score is being won by the person with a 100% Tetris rate through 44 lines.
Yeah, but more importantly, Neco is winning the Vitsov.
Yes.
273 for Scooty, 218 for Neco with a misdrop. Now on level 18, level 53 lines. Another misdrop.
Yikes. What's going on? Oh, hold on. Scooty trying to pull off the comeback here.
Oh my god, can he do it? This is incredible! But getting droughted right now. Neco's at 26 pieces and counting, so it looks like Scooty's gonna experience the same drought. Neco with some more misdrops.
This is not good. Finally, the bar shows up. That's only to complete the fits. I said complete the fits.
Takes a while. I have to switch my tabs to Discord.
This is a big lead early. This is probably the biggest lead that we've seen on 18 all day.
Yeah, just gotta hope that Neco kind of locks in. Been having a few misdrops early on in this game, and that weird opener kind of did not do him any favors. Looking
And yeah, it's kind of like what we said earlier. Nerves perhaps playing a part, whereas Scooty's got the experience. He's just having fun.
Right now, Scooty looking good here in this first game, as we mentioned earlier on, looking for to be the first ever player in CTL history to make it 4 wins in a row and tied dog in overall wins with 4. And also, by the way, also important to mention, Scooty on a 19-match win streak.
That's pretty wild.
I would also like to see how many games he dropped in those 19 matches. Because...
Well, at least 4.
Yeah. But, like, I feel like that number would be crazy. Just like 100 wins to just 9 drop games or something.
Good God. To think that's even possible in this day and age with all the skill that's in classic Tetris right now. And Scooty has just been so dominant.
Yeah, we've been seeing it everywhere, really, and just keeps improving farther and farther. Neco, you know, we've been talking about him as if he's been having a suffer, but 538 at level 18, not a bad transition. It's just that in comparison with Scooty's just dominating on these 18 speeds. Neco will transition at 545.
You get that Tetris, Scooty's got some cleanup to do. But that's not going to slow him down too much.
700,000 for Scooty already. Gets one Tetris, 726, 125,000 points ahead of Neco. So, you know, maybe this is typically like where players like really go ham on the efficiency on 19 speed. Sometimes, you know, 18 might be a little too slow. Might be hard to focus, and maybe you need to get pushed a little bit to kind of get that momentum going.
Yeah, sometimes players just find another gear on 19 that they didn't have on 18. Speed gets their adrenaline going, you know.
It looks like we might be seeing that right now. Scooty, though, at 813, level 22, 734 for Neco, bringing this deficit down to about 3 Tetrises. I did say down for a second. He was behind.
What is this drought?
Yeah. Very uncomfortable pieces
30
for both
plus
players.
Pieces.
Both players not in a great
Scooty's
situation.
Gonna be in a bit of a spot. Oh, is the drought counter broken again? Yes, it is. Okay.
Shoutouts to the drought counters not working.
Shoutouts to players calibration.
Oh my god. 909 for Scooty, 782 for 84 for Neco. Ampu on Twitch saying 13 total games dropped.
Oh my god.
In his streak.
He's dropped less games than he's had matches.
Yeah. So 19 times 3, that'll be...
There's the max out. I think that's our first 25 max of the day. We've had people threatening it, but no one's really done it until now.
I actually think Neco got it against Meme in the final game, or one of the final games. We might need a fact check on
One
that.
of us into 20, so yeah, fact check the color commentator. Clearly needed. Oh, missed T. Over tap for Neco there. Did we turn it into a T-spin attempt? It's not going to get the T.
Yeah, Neco not looking great right now, right before 29.
No.
And just keeps... Nice 30% over Tetris, but gonna need to burn into transition by the looks of it. Nice.
Great burn there.
Yeah.
Neco should be fine going into 29. But look at the lead, 239,000 points for Scooty.
Neco took a little burn there trying to fix his parity because it was looking a bit jagged. Does get the goes for the dependency first. Burns the transition 983, gets a Tetris 1.02, so max out into 29 for Neco, or at 29. Scooty with a 1.28, 200,000 points ahead of Neco. So Neco really needs to hope for an early top out from Scooty or just go ham on the efficiency. He is capable of it.
He doesn't want to see any 1.8s on the left side here. Oh, where's the bar? There is no bar, and the drought's going to kill Neco.
That
Scooty
will-
up 1-0.
There we go. Scuti has taken first blood. 2 games away from the back for back.
I think Scooty was the only quarterfinal I didn't see. Did he drop game there?
I think it was a sweep.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So this would be 58 right now. 58 games versus 13 losses in terms of games dropped.
That's ridiculous. I get the roll over here in a moment. Maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna hit it.
Yep, there's 5 taps. Into the drought. Just gonna double into the rollover. Let's get the par though. Scooty's 29 is just there's a level of accuracy to it that you don't see really in other players.
God. Just shy of a 1.7, but
Insane.
still with the rollover. Mace saying he's unbeatable. Definitely showing us prime Scooty action right now, because this is unbelievable. We got increment, so it's gonna be, what's it gonna be? 8-0.
Sounds about right.
It's 80 FF0A. Let's pin that seed. Or whatever the next one is. I don't know what the increment of 7-9 is. Yeah, that.
Both of these players already guaranteed 303 gallery dues. The winner will get an extra 202. Of course, that number can go up with the Division 1 prize pool hosted by Maturino. You want to get your donation in there. We'll probably have it open for a little bit after the end of the finals, but why wait?
We do have a ready from Neco and a ready from Scooty, so let's get started with game number 2. Let's count it down in
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
We got Scooty and Neco starting off. Neco with a flashing long bar. Very, very nice. Another missed flip. What the? Okay, never. I guess that was intent. I don't know. Look, it's fine though. I was about to say he misflipped it, but he hit a spin, so I don't know if that was intentional or not. And we got a $10 contribution from our Paro.
Let's see, what is that? Oh, join Tetris for the non-pros at
Oh my-
tnt.tetris.lol.
Wow. Nobody. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that would happen?
Barbaro with another tremendous donation. Thank you.
Currently, our top 3
Yeah.
contributors: Attack Nearest still at 325.11 cents. Summer B, which mentions $170 around that, and Madel is Burger. Madel's Burger. Madel's Burger. That makes sense. $100 contribution. I don't know. I just got that.
Oh! Oh, here we go. Get your other tab ready.
Huh?
Nice bits.
Yes.
Whoa, square. Barely going over for their Scooty. Gets the bar down to the Tetris and Start getting this board down as well. 58,000 point lead for Scooty early on.
$212 for Scooty, 174 for Neco. So a bit of a drought forming for Scooty. Looks like Neco's going to experience the same drought in a little bit. 5 taps there with the JP to solve the dependency. Going aggressive. Forces to a triple, another triple. And then we're to place that JP, so I have to create a sequence of tucks. And another J tuck setup for Neco. Is Tetris ready? And a Tetris for Neco. 209, now 265 for Scooty.
It's a bit of a drought there. And it's right back into another one here. Oh, couldn't use the long bar for the Tetris. What is the seed? The seed is dry.
Reroll Believers Rejoice, because this increment seed is not friendly. Oh, Neco.
Oh, no, the hang!
Got
but
the
does get the
lumbar.
barber for the Tetris.
Oh my god.
Neco should be fine, but still has some work to do to bring this down.
Yeah, not out of the woodworks yet. Needs a lumbar to the left side. Hits the 5 tap. Nice adjustment there with the T-piece. Now the burn is open on the right
Beautiful.
side.
Scary moment for Neco, but is still alive. Down by about 2 Tetrises in pace.
Fantastic survival there from Neco. Did get a bit bailed, but still was able to survive that. 318, now 390 for Scooty. As we carry on the 18 speeds.
Sometimes 18 can put you into autopilot mode, and before you know it, you're at the top of the board, and you don't even know what happened.
Yeah, he was able to survive, but is now behind by 3.5 Tetrises. And the real time to go. Oh, nice adjustment there for the square
Great
piece.
adjustment, yes. Didn't get the best pieces there. He's going to have to clean up a bit. 3 Tetris lead for Scooty, approaching level 19.
Oh, Scooty. His actual game died by the looks of it, because he's looking
Oh no,
at his...
what happened?
Yeah, it looks like his game froze. We'll just restart. Because it looks like his actual game froze, not the Nestor Champs. His CRT went black and white.
Yeah, game crash for Scooty. Let's go.
Let's go. We'll just have to restart this game. Good thing it was on
Yeah.
18 and everything, so no problem
That's
there.
unfortunate for Scooty, as far in the lead as he was. Oh no, it's not the first ever crash in comp. I mean, I kind of remember an Alex T. Tetris match where Alex, quote, crashed, unquote, the game.
My NES went black and white. How do I fix this? That's a good question.
Unplug and plug in all the connections. Burb crashed the game multiple times at Jonas Cup. Burb's just that good. I mean, Burb is the word.
Nestor's Champs looks fine now. Hopefully that means good things for Scooty CRT. I've never had my
My
NES go.
NES go black. Yes, you have. It's called charcoal.
Honestly, I think Scooty just this was on purpose to get a better seed. He didn't like that he wasn't getting to get the back-to-back
Maybe.
600k.
Yeah, I can't 1.8 off this. Let's reset.
So the next seed is 9BFF0A.
Intense eye roll. Sorry, Chen.
And Mudu saying it was a cosmic ray. All right. So looks like we're good. Hopefully, we got it ready from Scooty.
All right. So Neco gets a mulligan here in game 2. Yeah, put this in a Veritasium video.
This crazy thing happened in Classic Tetris. You will not believe. A little T-spin there from the. I can't wait for the scout video talking about how Cosmic Ray won somebody a match.
Scooty was so good. Even the game lost against him, says Josh on YouTube. Here we go.
We got a Ray from both players, so take 2 of game number 2. Count it down in
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
That's fine. Restarting just means a longer stream, which means more times we can plug Match Arena
Yeah.
into the prize pool.
Hey, nice fits.
Oh, shoot. There we go.
I thought he was going to go for another one there. Didn't even have a line yet. Could have set up for a second one.
Oh, yes, reboot the music because I paused it. Thank you for reminding me. There we go.
Yeah, bad news, guys. The seed is not any better.
Jesus Christ, now it's 30 to 29, 30. Oh, Scooty's at
Oh
square.
my god, they're both so high.
And it's still going.
We're
about
not
to
done
reach
yet,
40.
folks.
40 piece round.
40.
Quick,
Average CTL Div 1 drought.
quick, break your CRT again. Start over.
He's like, come on, please crash.
My perfect transition. No. Oh, he's building up his left side. Nice burns. 129. Neco now has the lead. Can you pretend I
Scooty
just...
takes it back.
Our borrow saying, can you pretend I donated $10 to so a TMP and makes it... oh, right, because he donated $10 and it didn't go into the actual YouTube videos because it's false game. Our borrow, thank you so much for the $10 contribution into the prize pool, making our total go up to $1,020. If saying join Tetris for the non-pros, if you suck at the game and want to join competitive Tetris.
Hey, now. I suck at the game and I'm in Div 5. Nice fits.
Oh, hold on. Nice fits. There you go.
6,000 point lead for Scooty. You could say it's NEK0. Been waiting for 3 games to pull that out. For those on YouTube, you don't know why.
I'm just gonna pretend that never happened. 289 for Scooty, 285 for Neco. If you suck worse than Rock Lee, join TNP. That should be the new command for TMP.
Oh, jeez. Neco keeping it close this game.
Yeah, 359 for Scooty, 348 for... Ooh, Scooty with some complications in his stack. This could give Neco the opportunity to take a bigger lead right now. But Scooty is Tetris ready. Not getting the long bar, though.
Oh,
man.
boy. Scooty staying alive here. But the score is going to suffer. Waiting on a bar. We'll get it with a dirty Tetris.
392 right now for Scooty, 429. And Scooty, nice tuck, though. And a dirty Tetris for Scooty, 416. Just committing right now.
Yeah, very efficient burn down here. I'll use the term Sidnev-esque. Burning down 4 lines at a time.
Simul Tetris. Also, bit of a, I guess, reminder for you guys if you want to join CTL and you're eligible, or you just want to stay up to date on the latest news. I believe next season, season 29, will begin April 6th. If I'm not mistaken, April 6th should be the date scheduled for season 29. So if you're eligible to sign up for CTL, do so as quick as possible because we are still a couple weeks away, but I'm pretty sure the deadline is earlier than April 6th to sign up for CTL.
March 30th.
March 30th?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. There you go. In a Vitz. So, very nice. 577 for Scooty, 614 for Neco. So, there you go. Looks like Neco with a better efficiency right now. Oh, Scooty. Oh my god, Scooty.
Oh, man, this is high.
Yeah, need something to the left side.
Oh, that's not quite what he was hoping for. Oh, very nice flat burn there. That was much better than standing it up.
Yeah, he was Tetris ready, but had to close on as well. Opens it right back up, waiting for that long bar. It's not showing up. One piece too late.
One piece too late.
Still Tetris ready, but that long bar, come on. Neco with the lead gets a 30 Tetris for Scooty.
Unbelievable.
644.
Scooty, man, he fought for that Tetris.
Neco with some great tucks right now. Had some uncomfortable pieces, but did a great job of managing this board. And looking for the J piece or the long bar. Gets the long bar, solve this dependency, build up his left side. Is Tetris ready now?
Nice fits.
There we go.
That button is getting serious use this match.
But Neco behind in the line count, ahead in the real-time score, which is exactly what he wants. And a Lombard dependency solved there from Scooty. Gets a Tetris,
Wow.
committing to his row 2.
Yeah, the way he was forced into that long bar dependency was weird because he got 3 long bars in a row. He didn't want to make the long bar dependency, so he put the first 2 over the left, but then was like, well, what do I do with this one? And just had to make it.
Yeah, it's amazing how that always seems to happen whenever you don't want to do the Lombard dependency. But Scooty right now, that's a dirty Tetris, opening up his right side, right in time. Neco at 897 could get a level 25 max out.
Neco in a great position, ahead in score and back in lines by 14.
Might be experiencing a
Let's say
drought.
another drought.
Oh man.
30 pieces that time.
Scooty already level 26, Neco barely at level 25. Still one Tetris is
Like
change
a
away.
modern board for Scooty.
Oh, Neco needs some to the left side, needs some to the left. Come on, where's the left side from
Oh,
Neco?
Neco's in trouble.
That's it.
But gets the burns needed.
That 5-tap is so clutch. Needs something to the left side still. Gets a long bar for Tetris and the max out.
Oh,
Now needs a long
man.
bar to the left side. Goes for the delayed burn sequence with that J. Oh my god, that was... you had to hold your
That
breath
was
for that one.
pushing the limits there is what that was.
Yeah.
Incredible play.
Looks like some calibration issues from Neco. That's
Yeah, his 27 has been bad today. Not his play, but
Yeah, the calibration, but still, with the lead at 90,000 points, is Tetris ready? Setting up an L dependency. Didn't get the LPs in time, but does get the Tetris. Gonna have to do a couple of burns here, keeping things safe before
Million.
29 speeds.
1,029,000 for Scooty into the kill screen, and 1,128,000 for Neco, 99,000 points.
So here we go. Scooty already level 30. Neco trying to build up his first Tetris in the 29 speeds. Is Tetris ready? Get to Llama for Tetris, maintaining this lead with a 1.17. Still Tetris ready. So is Scooty at level 31. Neco waiting for this Lombard, not showing up, forced into a safety double. Another couple set of burns and just the worst pieces.
Scooty misses a tuck.
But Neco in a lot of trouble. And that will do it with that dirty Tetris.
Oh, and that Tetris!
And
Well,
that
did
was
it for Scooty.
that was actually
he's upset, but he didn't see the score at first.
yeah, he topped out immediately after.
Oh my god, what a finish there.
So now Scooty,
Scooty is up 2-0.
that is 59 games now in his match streak. Yeah, plus 46. Oh my god. Game difference. As he's one game away from taking the championship. Why are squares?
Yeah, why are squares? Can squares just not?
I love squares.
Liar.
What would you call me out
Oh,
like
in
that?
chat representing the squares. Best piece. Yeah, that's something an O would say.
Oh, you're banned from Sims 29. Anyway, increment ACFF0A.
And Peak, we're potentially on the final game here already.
Yeah, Neco looking to avoid that sweep. Scooty one game away from making history.
Neco getting some 29 last moment practice in. You know, at a lower division, I'd probably be poking fun at someone doing a warm up mid match on 29, but in this match, it has literally been the deciding factor in both games.
Yeah. And Neco, if he had survived just a little bit longer, would have actually taken that game. So that's it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in this game 3 as we reach what could be the final game of the season. Let's count down game number 3 in
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Right now, it looks like we're getting some Neco support on Twitch.
Steele over in YouTube saying that this dominance from Scooty is rivaling Andy's and Das.
Danv on YouTube saying, "Someone stop him, man."
Yeah, he's literally lost one match again in since October, and that wasn't even a standard match.
Yeah, that's it's just unbelievable right now what we're seeing. But still, Neco's still in this. Just gotta try to not double flip.
Oh no. That is unfortunate. The old roller curse coming in hot there.
Yeah.
You know, before I was rolling, I didn't really understand it. I just knew it happened. Now that I'm rolling, it hurts to see even more.
Yeah. We all know all that feeling all too well. And nice fits from Neco. I just love how when you clap, it like sounds like you like lean back against your just go all the way to the back of your room and start clapping.
Yep. Another Tetris for Scooty. And Scooty set up. There it is. Nice fits. Peek, that's your cue.
Shoot. Sorry, I was looking at Neco.
And Scooty is going back to game 1 here. He's got 12 in a row currently. And counting. Steele calling it after this game. He'll have 4 league titles in a row.
That is, yeah, that is, it's crazy. Not feeling any pressure from what we've seen. Just knows how to handle it, and it's gonna
this
be.
board, Neco staying alive.
And a
Opened
center
up
wall.
The hole too. Very nice center wall Tetris.
Committing to it. Knows he has to.
He's already down by 6 digits this game, and that's because Scooty has yet to burn through 60 lines. And another Vitz for Scooty. And he takes his first burn.
It's more ridiculous the more we do it.
I think that's because the number of bits Scooty is doing is ridiculous. Man.
Oh my god. Another bits.
It's just... Who's winning the bits off now?
6 and 3, I think. Scooty, from what Echo is saying on Twitch.
Uh-oh. Scooty gonna have to clean this up quickly.
Yeah, he had enough to.
He does.
Oh, but Neco. Oh my god, Neco.
Neco. Oh my god, there's no bar.
That's not gonna burn. Double.
Alright. Echo is recovering.
Oh god.
Oh, these two players playing with fire this game. Oh my god.
Oh, but
Still
Scooty,
alive.
a bit of trouble. If Neco can survive this quickly before
They both have
Scooty.
a quick path down, though. So I don't think this is going to be a massive lead change. Yeah, both players out of it at the same time. 479 for Scooty, 339 for Neco at the same line count. So that is a 6+ Tetris lead for Scooty.
Solves that Lombard dependency on Scooty's side. Now 527, potential for a 600 case. Neco might not even get a 500.
Yeah, no path to a 500 right now.
Oh man, indecision there with the JPs for Neco.
But 18 is only one phase of the game. Oh, the dirty Tetris! Limiting the number of burns there. That was aggressive, and it was necessary.
There you go, 456 now for Neco. Will have the transition by about 481. Scooty has transition with a 619, looking locked and loaded for what could be his back-for-back run. Neco looking to put a damper on that and survive game 3. Bursted with Lombards. Nice tuck there from Neco. Gets a simul Tetris. 693 counts 511. Yeah, what does $1,165 mean? Is it's a season 19 prize pool, which is the next highest after we beat the season 14 prize pool.
Yep.
745 right now for Scooty. 566 for Neco.
Neco trying to clean this up. Does get clean, ready for Tetris. There's the bar. Thank you, calibration.
Give it a second. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll just wait until
829 for Scooty, 650
Yeah.
for Neco.
it should probably clear out once he reaches 900. So
Yep. It
Neco,
thinks the 8 is a B is all it is.
yeah. All right, Neco, square pieces. Nice spin.
They're piece for piece right now. But the score is dramatically different. 230,000 point lead for Scooty.
Crucial Lombard to the right for Neco, and this could do it.
Neco is in so much trouble.
Needs to clutch up an incredible survival. That's going to be a single timely Lombard there for Neco. Bursted with square pieces, though.
Oh my god, these squares are gonna... Oh no! Still getting pieces around, though.
Gotta burn
Get
anything.
anything to the right.
And
And
that's
can-
gonna do it!
Oh man, and Scooty! 4 in a row. Scooty looks like he topped out too. I don't know if that was intentional, but it didn't look it. But GG, Scooty does it again.
Wow.
He's not
Back-
going to let anyone win CTL ever again. Ever.
Yeah, this is Scooty's just dominating this year. GG's though to Neco, making it to the finals, and we'll get $300 of the cut of the prize pool. A winner is you, Scooty.
Yeah,
Sideways.
you are sideways. Yes.
Sideways the entire season. Sideways is the way to go.
3-0 over Knight, 3-0 over Dan, and now 3-0 over Neco. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. Sideways
Complete
Yoshi.
dominance.
Upside down. Yeah, there you go. Yoshi, let's go. 4 for 4. C number 2 has overtaken everybody. 20 match streak. 60 games. 13 conceded. Plus 47 game difference in all competitions.
There you go.
That is...
And we got to give a big shout out to Neco too. That was his first final, and he had to take out a massively rising star in order to do that. 2 of them actually, if you want to count Cole, because Cole is, in the live tournament that we just had yesterday in Detroit. You know who number 1 and number 2 were? Meme and Cole, the 2 people that Neco had to go through to get here.
That's actually... Yeah, I mean, Neco, he didn't have an easy bracket by any means. Went up against Meme in the semifinals. Clutched
No.
up a 3-2 victory. And, yeah, just incredible performance from Neco. Let's switch to the brackets here and take a look at the bracket.
Scooty still has time to sign up for CTW too if he wants.
Oh my god. Where's the other $40 contribution? Sign up for CTW now. Oh, for does Joseph play now?
Yeah, it's like the Karate Kid 3 where the former champion gets a bye into the finals.
So we'll
Summer arriving just in time to see the winner.
Yeah, you made just
Scooty is this level of dominance. I can't remember the last time we've seen a level of dominance at this for this amount of time. Maybe Fractal comes close, but Fractal wasn't doing CTL. He was doing like all CTM pretty much.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be
even then,
interesting.
he didn't win every CTM.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he does this month CTM, because in the top 16, waiting is gonna be interesting. See if he brings up his match streak even more. So I don't think Kingsman is here for the interview. He wanted me to do it with you.
Bring him in.
So if Scooty, if you wanna do the interview, we can do it for a bit. I didn't write any questions, so we'll come it up on the fly. Oops, turn off the music accidentally.
All right, Scooty says yes.
Sure. All right. So I don't know how to invite him over to the Super Stream channel.
Oh. We might be able to just pull him in if he gets into general.
Yeah.
Barbaro says this is approaching Corion level stuff. Well, Corion wasn't even that fully dominant either. Like, yeah, he had a long stretch of winning most of the CTMs, but this is just insane. And as someone pointed out in chat earlier, it was like gas versus tap, really.
How do I bring him here? How do I bring him to our voice?
You're supposed to be able to just drag and drop him in here, but I don't have that permission.
Let me see if I do. So I'm not admin. Nope.
There you go. You move the channels around.
Yeah, I can't move himself. You know what? Should we just go to general? And I'll try.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Because no one's gonna.
Surprise. Hello. Surprise. Welcome.
Yo, peak.
Welcome.
Scooty, congratulations on 4 in a row, unprecedented.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
No one's done that before, though.
I mean, like, yeah, you've been dominating not just in CTL, but in the CTM. I do want to ask, like, do you feel like there's just something different that's been going on these past few months? Because, like, it's been going on multiple tournaments for quite a while, or, like, do you just feel like there's, like, no pressure? Like, just what do you feel like is different?
I mean, after a while, like, I don't know, CTM, I've been in the finals since May, so it's been like almost a full year where I've been in the finals every single month. It doesn't feel like there's too much pressure because I'm kind of used to it. But I think for a while, there was a bit of like a slouch in the community, I think. Probably going up until November. And I think I have been getting closer and closer to just not being number one, I feel like. I'm kind of excited about that. But it's kind of cool to see everybody. I think people are trying to get really good again. So I don't know if I can do the number 5 if like Alex joins or people start or just more people join, but I'm super happy to have gotten the back 4 back.
Yeah. Nobody has done that before, even through our regular before we did the playoff format. Nobody has done that. We're the first one to do it, especially in a field that is that's been stronger these recent months. So CTWC is coming soon. So as you mentioned, maybe some more players will start, grinding it out for these last few months. How do you feel in these going into what you would say is preparation for CTWC? Do you feel like there's something different that could improve your chances over the previous years?
I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good chance. I've been number 1 for quite a while now, but it's definitely a little scary because most people, they've been like number 1 for a set amount of time and then they kind of drop out. So I want to continue being number 1 until CTWC. After that, if I win, I don't have too many expectations, but I'm just hoping that I can hold out to CTWC and play well.
Yeah, you're talking about how you've been seeing some other players being up and comers, so to speak, and obviously you just got done playing one. How surprised were you that you ended up getting Neco in the finals?
I'm not too surprised. I think the only thing that would have changed that would have just been us being on the same side of the bracket. Yeah, Neco was the only, like, when I played in the regular season, was the only person that I was like really scared of during the match. I definitely felt like I could have really easily lost that match, and so going into this one, I felt the same thing. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, that sounds like nerves are not really a thing right now. And certainly having the level of experience that you do at this point, having won as many tournaments as you have, CTL season, so on and so forth, um, I'm sure that helps out a lot. But with the players that we have up and coming, we're starting to see kind of a churn of faces towards the top. We're seeing players like Cobra, Coal Bucket, Neco, Meme that have kind of made a surgence in the past few months. Um, if you've had to choose from those players that are making that kind of push, who do you think might be the next one to win a CTL not named Blue Scooty?
I think honestly, if Alex signs up again, I think he would definitely be able to beat me in a match. But I think probably I think Meme definitely could, but I think the since Detroit happened yesterday and they played so many matches, I
Yeah, it
think
was a big
that Meme may not have been in top form today just after playing so much. And then Neco is that always pretty much no matter how much of a lead you have on kill screen, I feel like if Neco gets to pieces, they're gonna get an insane post. So you can never really count them out.
Yeah.
So I think probably one of those, like Meme and Neco.
And I'll ask one more question, give it back over to Peak here. When do you think that's going to happen? How far is the streak of dominance going to go, do you think?
I don't know. I think next CTL, I don't know if I'm gonna win that one. We'll see if Alex joins. I'll definitely start being pretty scared.
Well, you definitely have been putting up quite a show for us here at CTL. I mean, I think this is at this point, what, a calendar year of winning CTL seasons, or do we need one more to make that happen?
I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, that's just an insane amount of wins, and you certainly have been putting up the scores to justify it as well. So, congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, yes. Scooty, you've been doing a phenomenal job right now, and very exciting to see what else you got in store in these coming months. Yeah, I guess that'll do it for the interview. But yeah, thank you so much, Scooty. You are actually like one of like the most the funnest players to watch. You've got like a very aggressive but like also efficient form of playing. I don't know if like you kind of planned that, just sort of going all the way in on Tetrises, or it's just something you kind of feel. It's sort of like, oh yeah, I'll just set up a Tetris. Why not? I don't know if you know
Um,
that that's the style of play that you decided to formulate as you became better.
I think I started playing like that, especially on kill screen. Um, I still feel like if I get a bad set of pieces on 18 and 19, I'm gonna have like a 900k into. But for kill screen, I think I've always focused on DAS 19, like top player DAS 19, because I feel like they have the same mechanics as me. Whether that's like pretty consistent 6 left and like 9 right, and sometimes be able to hit a little higher. I think just focusing on always being ready for the burns, but always being set up is something that DAS players do really well. And so I think just copying that over is... I think that's the strategy. I think they have the same stacking style. So I've definitely tried focusing on that, and it's worked pretty well.
Yeah, I'd certainly say so. I mean, you've been winning almost everything for a while, so your strategies definitely say it's working. So yeah, definitely interested to see what ends up happening in this next season. But and congrats once again for your win and for being the first person to reach 4 wins in a row.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this event, this stream. Thank you, Ronkly, for providing co-commentary as well as pre-show analysis and helping out with the
Yeah, it
interview.
was fun as always.
Of course. Thank you, Kingsman, for helping, well, not helping, being the showrunner and as well doing some moderation, even though you've got some stuff to do today. Final call for the match, Reno. We're currently at $1,020 thanks to contributions from all of you guys, everyone supporting our tournament and our scene. Taknerus, Summer B, Matt Ellsberger being our top contributors, and yeah, every contribution helps players like Scooty, Meme, Neco, every top player, any top player you want to think of, helps them, incentivize them to sign up and keep playing and giving us a show. So
yeah, absolutely. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, of course.
Of course. So all that's left to do now. Next time we are bringing to 5x0 for the interview, she speaks teenager. Love to see it. All that's left to do now is look for somebody to raid. I think Matt Martin is streaming. We got Das Tetris. We'll raid Das Tetris. Why not? Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Das, man.
All right, you guys. Take care and have a good rest of your Sunday. Bye.
Have a good night.